Are you ready?
It's gonna be a hot girl disco summer. I'm never doing that again. I apologize. Why did I do that? Here, let's fix it. Something cool. Are we live? Is this thing on? What is up, fantasy football community? We are back and we have an incredible panel for you guys today. As always, I'm your host with the most, Big Draft Energy. Welcome to the show. We're going to answer all of your fantasy football starts as questions. We're literally going to go through every last one of them. But I'm joined by the usual suspects, my co-host with the most, Mr. Sleezbomb. Sleaze, the floor is yours. Please introduce yourself to the folks. Let them know who you are, where you're from, what you do, and as long as you love me.
What's up, guys? Glad to be here. Great panel we got today. Sleezbomb. I'm under the weather, but I'm going to gut it out for my guy, Big Draft Energy. I haven't posted any content that much this week. I've been sick, but I'll be back on the grind next week here. Hopefully, I do my Mind is a Weapon podcast. We do the Guys FF Discord, and there's tons of big things coming next year. We're going to be launching some crazy things, but I'm not going to drop anything yet on it.
Absolutely. Hoohames, the floor is yours, brother. Let them know who you are, where you're from, how they could support you, and how close are you right now to 500 subscribers? Because we need to get you to that monetization, my friend.
I'm 150 away, but we'll get there. Like it's my fault because I need to do more on the video side. So it is that'll get fixed this off season. But Hoohames YouTube channel, I do all kinds of underdog drafts. I do drafters drafts. I finally shipped a contest. Felt really good. I have takes that other people don't. Sometimes it gets me in trouble. Sometimes it helps me win. Like it's
Pat Bryan,
both. Like I have no shame. If I'm wrong, I will admit it. And I've been wrong a lot. I've also been right a few times.
I love it. Hey man, part of the game's humility.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Your favorite content creator's favorite content creator. We got Mr. Chev GPT, one of the most brilliant. I love the pushback. Chev, I brought cowbell for any time Kenneth Walker comes up and you and Sleaze tend to go at it and I need to break up the fight. But please, the floor is yours. Let them know who you are, where you're from, what you do. And thanks, as always, for being a regular on this show. We missed you terribly last week. Hopefully Thanksgiving was great for you with the family.
I'm Ron Burgundy. No, hey, I'm Chev. Hello, everyone. You can follow me on Twitter X at Chev90. We got the YouTube channel, the FFD Fantasy, just doing redraft content. And then, I also work with the FF Dynasty and Player Profiler. But yeah, you can find everything that I do on the link tree on my Twitter profile. So glad to be here, as always.
Glad to have you here. And I'm very glad to have this man here. Guys, I need to take a moment to introduce him because his resume is so long that it would take up the entire show, but I'm going to give some brief notes. If it wasn't for Greg Kellogg, guys, we would not have fantasy football. He is one of the founding fathers of fantasy football. He is a first ballot FSWA, Fantasy Sports Writers Association Hall of Famer. He is one of the sharpest minds in fantasy football still to this date. He's been playing fantasy since you had to. How did you get your picks in? You had to.
We basically had to score using USA Today box scores by hand.
Did you have to fax in your stuff like the?
I never did because we always did local leagues, so it was always a group of guys together. Amazing.
One of the most generous men on the planet. One of the greatest humans that I've had the privilege to meet. Had the privilege to break bread with. My mentor, my good friend, Greg Kellogg. Please let the folks know who you are, where you're from, and how they could support you and the current stuff that you have going on.
Well, Greg Kellogg, and as he said, I've been around a long time, so I'm old. I turned 70 last weekend, so I'm really old.
Happy belated.
So my mind's not what it used to be. Trust me on that. But I did warn everybody away from Saquon Barkley this year. I said, if you can get him in the fourth round, he's worth it, but not in the first because curse of 370. Mm-hmm. And Disco knows I was talking about the curse of 370 preseason. So I'm actually with the sports affiliation now. I do 3 podcasts a week. We do Snap, Crackle, Pop, which is based on an article that won an FSWA award 2 years in a row. Back in 2004, 2005, it tells you sleepers, busts, and the news. And I do Thursday Checkdown, which is more fun. We have pros versus Joes. We have AI. We have a mailbag where we do what we're essentially doing tonight. We answer who to start questions. And on Wednesdays, I do a collaboration with Andy Behrens, who used to run Yahoo Sports. I do it with JC and Iggy, and each of us takes an NFC North team. So it's the NFC North Black and Blue Fantasy Preview. And I do that. It usually comes out on Thursday at noon. But that's what I do now. I don't write that much anymore other than on Twitter. You can see my Twitter handle on the screen, but if you're just listening, it's at Gregory L. Kellogg. And Kellogg is Kelllo good. Kellogg's best to you.
I love that. I love that. Now that you guys know our panel, you guys know why we're here. You guys got fantasy football questions, and we see why they're in the fantasy. We see them in the chat. We're going to get to every single one of them. If you guys are in a hurry and you guys want to get your answer immediately, best way to get that is a super chat. We prioritize answering any and all of your fantasy football questions. If you guys have any dedicated to any particular panel member, then we will also allow you to ask them as well. But before we go into that, did you guys know that Brandon Aubrey has outscored Ashton Genty,
51
Saquon
points.
Barkley, and Justin Jefferson so far in fantasy football this year?
Mm-hmm.
Hasn't everybody outscored Justin Jefferson this year?
That's pretty. You know why they've outscored Justin Jefferson this year?
That
Yeah,
Michigan quarterback.
rookie quarterback.
Because of that Michigan quarterback, who I told you was going to be terrible.
He has not been terrible. He's just thrown a lot of picks. He's thrown a lot of picks, but he's thrown for yards and touchdowns too.
Okay. That's not going to work. Hold on.
He's going to be a sleeper this week, Disco. Trust me on that.
I do like him this week. I will say that.
I like Addison, I like Jefferson, and I like McCarthy this week.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's hard not to with that defense.
Yeah, this is much better. We're not blocking anybody's faces. Okay, cool. All right. So Chillwave 5406. This is the first question of the day. He says, I have a really tough start or sit question. Start 2 PPR plus 15 punt return yards equals 1 point. Adonai Mitchell, Luther Burden, Jamiri DK, Kyle Monangai, Devin Neal, Chris Rodriguez. Start 2. So he's also alluded that DK gets a lot of punt return work. We know that there's not going to be any Roma Dunze in a pretty decent plus matchup.
Quick question. Is it just punt returns? Because it says punt/kick return. Because if it's also kick returns, you get a lot more yards in kick returns than you do.
Yeah, I think it's
and
just
DK does both.
Yeah,
he asked me this on Twitter. I like it.
DK is actually top 3, I believe, in total yards when you include return yards.
Yeah, so he actually clarified it when he asked about DK. He said punt/kick return benefit.
DK should be starting every week.
Yeah, DK should definitely be starting there. So who do we all agree that we like DK based off of the scoring and its points per reception? Yeah. So who do you guys like as the second player here? Because with Roma Dunze out, Luther Burden becomes, an absolute smash, right, Sleaze?
I'm still going for Monangai.
You're going for Monangai?
Mm-hmm.
You like the matchup on the ground for them this week? You think that they duplicate? What about you, Chev? Who do you like as a second there?
Pull it back up, please.
I got you.
Yeah, I mean, if DK is an auto, yeah, I'd go Devin Neal.
Okay. There is no Kamara this week. That makes sense. What about you, Hukru?
I think I'm on Monangai as well.
Yeah,
I really like the running game there in Chicago. Both sides of it.
I'm going to lean with, if you need the ceiling play, say you played against Jahmyr Gibbs, Adonai Mitchell would be your answer. If you need the floor play, I think Luther Burden's going to get a lot of usage in a decent matchup. Monangai, I don't really trust this week. I don't think it's going to be as beneficial. Emo says, bang, what's up, Emo? Good to see you, buddy. He says, got work, so I'll peep back later tonight. Pick 1, JD5 or Jalen Hurts. Pick 2, Genty, Kyron, or Hampton, PPR format. And then another one is pick 2, Michael Wilson, Worthy, Judy, or Burden. And then pick 1, Loveland or Waller. So for the first one, guys, JD5, that's Jaden Daniels or Jalen Hurts. Who do you guys prefer here?
Well, for me, it's got to be Hurts because we don't know what to expect from Daniels this week, first week back. Plus, Minnesota's pretty good defense.
Your mic's
Yeah.
muted.
Mike.
No.
Who's-
Okay.
I'll carry it for you for a second. So I'll go JD5. I don't like Hurts versus Chargers. Who do you like, Chev, here?
Hurts.
You like Hurts?
Yeah.
Hoohames?
I'm actually in on JD5 as well.
break the tie, Disco.
Yeah.
He's mic's down right now. So second part
Okay,
of the question.
Disco. One for Daniels, 2 for Hurts.
He likes
All right,
Hurts.
there you go. It's Hurts.
All right, so PPR pick 2, Genty, Kyron, or Hampton. Who do you like there, Greg?
Well, Kyron definitely. Genty or Hampton, we just don't know what to expect from Hampton, especially with this quarterback with the wrist. So I'm going to go with Genty and Hampton, Genty and Kyron here.
Yeah.
I agree on both those two. Both you
I
guys do
agree.
as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, and then pick 2, Michael Wilson, Worthy, Judy, or Burden. I am not sitting Michael Wilson, period. And I'm probably going to go Burden as my second one. I don't trust Worthy anymore.
Okay. See,
Are we back? Can you guys hear me?
yeah, we
Right.
can hear you. I don't trust any Chicago player this week. In Snap, Crackle, Pop, I had 3 of them. Now, if any of them do anything, I think it's going to be Burden. But and Worthy's playing Houston, and they shut down passing games. But I just can't do Judy, so I have to agree. It's got to be Burden, and I hate that this week. I would look at the waiver wire and see if you can pick somebody up.
You need to pick 2. It's Michael Wilson, Worthy, Judy, or Burden.
Oh, Wilson's definitely starting.
Okay,
Wilson's definitely. So it's either Burden or get somebody off the waiver wire, and there's plenty on the waiver wire this week that you can get.
I love Worthy this week. I'm contractually obligated, as my good friend Chev once said. I'm contractually obligated to ride with Worthy. But I like Worthy a lot. I like him to score a touchdown as well on the ground and in the air. So I'm huge on Worthy.
Oh.
I'm personally riding with Worthy and Michael Wilson, but I wouldn't be shocked if Jerry Jeudy finds the end zone as well. I think Burden's probably my least favorite there. Anybody else have an answer here?
I'm on Wilson and Burden as well.
Yeah. Same. Now I'm curious to see where y'all go with this tight end answer, though.
Yeah.
Okay. Loveland, Waller, or Strange? I'd be inclined to ride with Strange. He's been the hot hand. He's been used very well. And the Indianapolis Colts have been hemorrhaging fantasy production to the tight end position the last couple of weeks. So I'm going to ride with Strange here. I know Loveland is a volume play because the Green Bay Packers give up a lot of production when it comes to receptions to the tight end position. But with the 50-50 split with Cole Kmet, I just can't trust it. Waller's not an option for me. So I'm going to ride with Strange here.
Waller is the option for me. I like Waller. He's coming back from an injury, and he had good usage in his first game back. I like Waller here.
Okay.
And I like Michigan guys, so I would normally love Colston.
Yeah,
But-
makes sense. What about you, Chev? Who are you riding with?
Yeah, it's Brendan Strange. I don't know if I was here the last time when I was saying like you need to pick him up off waivers because he has league winning upside, but came out the gates 5 for 93 last week. If the Titans would have put up any sort of resistance besides like, taking their pants down and saying like, hey man, we don't want anything else to do with this, then it would have gotten diabolical. He went 3 for 45 and 1, tight end 7. So I think he probably has another top 3 to 5 performance this week as a tight end.
I respect it. Hoohames?
I'm fully in on Strange, and I like Waller's matchup is great, but it is Tua in the cold.
All right, and Mr. Popcorn Lungs.
I'm going with Strange, but the weather does kind of worry me about the rain game, but I still go with Strange.
It's football. We're going to get bad weather. It's that. I mean, what's up, Who?
Last year, the Colts Jaguars played in a rain game, and they had 71 points.
Yeah, in Jacksonville.
Yeah, in Jacksonville.
Same thing heading here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna go not necessarily rapid fire, but everybody's gonna get one question, and then we're gonna rotate it that way because the chat is starting to pick up, and I'm starting to get overwhelmed. So instead of everybody taking the same question, unless it's a super chat, then we'll all take turns answering that super chat. We'll all have to answer one question unless somebody specifies otherwise. Sorry about shoving 4 questions in. Never apologize, man. That's what we're here for. We're very grateful for you to come in early before show and then drop your questions. And we're very grateful for you to watch the show afterwards. Your support's been consistent, and we appreciate you a lot. Greg, since you are next to me, we'll go Greg, Chev, Sleez, Who, then myself. Greg, this one's for you. This is from Frosty. He says, which quarterback should I drop for Garrett Wilson? Dart, Nix, or Jaden Daniels?
Oh, most people are going to say Dart, but I'm going to say Bo Nix. I like Dart's rushing ability. Jaden Daniels is going to be your starter if he's back to normal. So if you got to drop a quarterback for him, it's going to be Nix for me.
I respect that. Anybody disagree?
Ooh. Can you do something else?
Yeah, that's probably where I would lean. But I think if I had a gun to my head and I had to drop somebody, it would be Knicks out of the bunch, just based off.
Should have made a trade when you had a chance.
Yeah, I should have.
Yeah. Or do it now. Or do it now. Make a trade now. A 2-for-1 trade.
The deadline passed. Yeah, the trade deadline passed. Chef, this one's for you. This is from Frosty again. He says, pick two. Jaden Reed, Burden, Woody. So sit one.
Oh, just sit Jaden Reed this week, bro.
Yeah.
Like, just sit Jaden Reed. We don't know what the snap counts are. They're gonna run 12 personnel a bunch. Like, just sit Jaden Reed.
Now let me ask you with a counter question to that, just based off of Woody Marks. We know that the Kansas City Chiefs defense is suffocating against the run. What kind of production are you anticipating and projecting from Woody Marks this week, Chef?
I mean, it depends on what type of game environment turns up there. Like, he's been handling 70 to 75% of the snaps for the last 3 or 4 weeks. So, I mean, he's getting inside the 5 carries. 18 carries, 50 yards, 3 receptions, 22 yards, like 9.5 points, like that, somewhere around there. And if he spikes a touchdown, you are thrilled because this is not a good matchup.
Yeah, so we just like him as a simple, good floor
volume play.
Love that. Okay. Sleaze, this one's for you. This one's for you. Christian Watson or Brian Thomas Jr. And then the second part to this is then Manungai or Jalen Warren, I'm assuming. So Watson or BTJ, first part?
I'm going to go with Christian Watson. I hate to say it, man. I like, BTJ to possibly bounce back this week, but he can't be trusted as a start. He looks like the fourth option right now.
It's Trevor
Lawrence. And Trevor Lawrence, too. And when it comes to Manungai or Warren, I am on the Manungai train. I like the Bears 12-13 personnel. I like the split carries he's getting. I like 4 straight touchdowns. And I like the cold weather game where he brings out the bruising running back style instead of Swift.
Now, I need to remind the panel that you guys have the right to exercise the stand on business call. When everybody has the right to exercise the stand on business call. If there's a take that you disagree with, I play this.
Hold up. What did you just say? I'm going to need you to stand on business.
Hold up. I'm going to need you to stand on business.
Okay,
so I like Warren over Manungai.
Excellent. So the floor is yours. What is the question, and what are you calling Sleaze to stand on business about in general?
How you expect anything to happen with that Chicago running game? Yes, they tore up the Eagles. I understand that. But this is the Packers in Lambeau. And if I recall, I don't think any running back has gotten over 50 yards against the Packers in Lambeau this year. I'm on Warren. I like the way Jalen Warren's being used. And I think he's got a much better matchup because he's playing the Ravens, for crying out loud. I remember when the Ravens and the Steelers used to have a good defense. Wasn't this year.
Sleaze, before he even knew about the stand on business, he was asking you to stand on business, brother. You've been here the longest. Time to stand on business, sir.
Oh, I mean, I don't dislike Warren. I'm not saying I dislike Warren. I just like the touchdown upside for Manungai better. I like the weather game better. I like the Ben Johnson third most efficient running scheme with the 12-13 personnel tight ends they're running. And I like the big boy in the cold. And Jalen Warren's been splitting time with Kenneth Gainwell the same way. So, I mean, I'd rather take the guy that scored 4 times in a row than the guy that hasn't.
I will say the benefit of the doubt that I'm going to give you there is that offensive line. I think
it's monstrous.
They could travel anywhere and they can run on anybody. So that's a fantastic point. Greg, are you satisfied with his pushback, or do you have a counter to his pushback?
Well, I'm satisfied with his pushback. I just think he's wrong. I mean, the thing about
I don't dislike Jalen
experts,
Warren, though.
Everybody on the panel here is an expert. The thing about fantasy football experts, from somebody who's been around a lot of years, the best of the best are wrong 40% of the time. You need to understand that because there's so many variables in this game. Check back next week, see who scored more points.
God, I must be one of the greatest because I am wrong.
I got told the same thing about Bam Knight last week, and that didn't turn out well for everybody.
Hey, you got a super chat before this.
Okay.
Let's dive into that, huh?
I don't know about the BAM night. I wasn't there. Okay, we got a super chat from Jubbert. Thank you, Hoohames, for bringing that up. We always prioritize the super chat. Thank you, Jubbert, for supporting the Dream Brother with a $2 holler. He says Hertz or Joe Burrow, and then the second part is Neil Hampton or Monangai, and then Mark Andrews or Brenton Strange. So I'll go first here. I'm going to say that I'm riding with Jalen Hurts. I like Jalen Hurts this week a little bit more than Joe Burrow. Jalen Hurts is in my top 5. Joe Burrow is in my top 7. Very close, though. It's negligible. I think you're good either way there. If I'm going to pick one running back, I believe it's going to be Monangai here. I like Neil. Don't love Neil against Tampa Bay because we need receiving upside against Tampa Bay to really be explosive. I don't think that he's going to run great. Hampton, I need to see what he's like his first game back. Just because that incredible Chicago Bears offensive line dominated Philly last week doesn't mean Philly is a bad defense. It just means that offensive line is built to run. I'm going to ride with Monangai here. I think that there is touchdown upside there, and Sleez's argument was very convincing, and I'm going to go with Strange. Greg, what say you?
I say Burrow simply because Higgins is back. You got Chase and Higgins in a game that could be a shootout. So I'm going with Burrow. Of the running backs, Hampton is clearly the most talented, but we don't know what to expect from him, what the split's going to be. So it's going to be Neil or Monangai. I'm going Neil. You guys are going Monangai. I understand that. That's fine. And Andrew Strange, I think this is a lot closer than people think, but I would agree Strange has more upside than Andrew because he doesn't split with Isaiah Likely.
Yes, sir. Chev?
Yeah, I'm going Burrow, I'm going Devin Neal, and I'm going Brenton Strange.
Sleaze?
Burrow, Monangai, and I'm actually going to go Mark Andrews off the contract. He gets popped a TD.
I don't hate that
I do
call.
like them both, but
Who crew, take us home.
Well, we have 5 panelists, and we're going to have 5 different answers. I'm going Burrow, Monangai, and Strange.
Love that. Love that.
So,
all right, we got another super. Thanks again, Jubbert, for supporting that. We got the TTFK Roach with the $4.99 super chat. Thank you so much for supporting the Dream. Generally appreciate the super. He says, need to start one wide receiver, one flex. Adonai, Mitchell, Jordan Addison, Troy Franklin, Worthing, Monangai, Ingram. 1.5 point per reception for tight ends. Maybe Knox if Kincaid is out. Knox would be probably the best answer if Kincaid is out. But I'm going to say right now, if you need one wide receiver, that's got to be Troy Franklin because the Las Vegas Raiders give up over 16 fantasy points per game to the slot position. And I want to attack the slot position against the Raiders early and often. So give me Troy Franklin there. And then one flex, I would lean with Adonai Mitchell because it's a plus matchup and he can explode. You need the ceiling play there, especially against Miami. And I think that's my answer. Anybody with something different here?
I like the Franklin call because he had so few targets last week. I expect him to bounce back to 7 or 8 targets this week. At the flex, I'm really tempted to go Ingram because of the the 1.5. But I don't like taking 2 people from this guy. I'll go with Monangai here is the second in the flex, but I like the Franklin call a lot.
I'm going to change my response because I got to stand on business. I'm going to go with Troy Franklin and Xavier Worthy. I said Xavier Worthy for 2 touchdowns. I'm riding with that everywhere. Okay.
Oh, it's my turn?
Yes, sir.
Right. Yeah, give me Franklin and Monangai. And I don't ever want to play Evan Ingram ever, but so I'll go with Dawson Knox if Dalton Kincaid's out.
Copy. Sleaze.
I'm going to go with Adonai Mitchell because Miami has switched up what they did at the beginning of the season. Now they're struggling versus the wide receiver. They were getting hemorrhaged by the run. Now they're stopping the run. So I love Adonai Mitchell this week, and I think the Troy Franklin talk needs to be thrown out the window because Pat Bryant's put him to sleep here, and it's going to be the Pat Bryant show. So I'm going to go with Monangai and Adonai Mitchell, and I'm not even thinking about starting Troy Franklin in my league.
I respect it. Who crew, take us home, buddy.
I'm exactly with Sleaze there. Adonai, Monangai. I think if you want the I think if you want the slot option in Denver, it's more Ingram than Franklin this week. Personally, that's
Correct.
So, but Ingram kind of sucks. So
I
He played more
respect it.
snaps last week, for at least.
and they signed a new tight end too.
I respect it. We got another super here from Michael Noriello with the $4.99 super. Thank you guys so much for your generosity. Thank you guys for supporting the dream. Generally appreciate you guys. And if you guys are part of the 128 people watching us on X, head over to the Big Draft Energy YouTube channel, smash a like, subscribe. It costs you absolutely nothing. And then ask your question in here so we can help you get into your fantasy football playoffs. And then more importantly, so we can be the spot that you guys come to dominate and win your fantasy football championships the rest of the way. So Michael with the $4.99 holler, thanks again for your generosity. Who Crew, we'll start with you. Should I start Jacoby Brissett or Jaden Daniels? And for my flex, I got Jefferson, Hampton or Pittman. Pick one of the three.
I'm going to take the floor with Jacoby Brissett here. He's got 19 points every single week he started. I think you just take that, which is weird because you draft the elite QBs for the floor. But right here, I think the floor is Brissett, and I'm fully in on like Jefferson. This is the week. This is the week he absolutely smashes to give you hope for the fantasy playoffs. So you start him for 4 points next week.
Yeah.
We said that yesterday.
Just slight pushback and just like a little counter question there. I think everybody's in on Jacoby Brissett, but there's no Dortch. I think Weaver is now the wide receiver too. Obviously, Trey McBride's still there. You have Weaver, you have Michael Wilson, you have an inconsistent run game at best. Maybe this is just a trap game, especially with a pissed off Los Angeles Rams defense. Are you that in on Jacoby Brissett and that passing defense, or is this just
Yes.
a safe response?
Well, so
Yes.
yeah, because like look what happened just against Seattle. They were down 35-3 at halftime, and he still got there.
I respect it. Hey, fantastic pushback. Great pushback. Sleaze, who do you got here? Brissett or Daniels? And then flex, Jefferson, Hampton, or Pittman?
I don't like Brissett this week, and I liked your call on the pissed off Rams. They shouldn't have blown that game to Carolina. I think they're going to come out and light them up. I do think Dortch being gone is going to matter. You know, no Trey Benson with the lies there. I don't know. He's supposed to be back week 11. We're not getting that. And we talked about it yesterday. This is the Jefferson week. I'm willing to ladder him up to 120 for a touchdown. I think he sees 15 targets because they're pissed off about hearing the 2026 trade rumors. Now about the quarterback play is.
That's wild. Chev.
Yeah, I'm going Brissett, and I'll go Michael Pittman.
I respect it. And Mr. Greg.
Brissett hasn't scored less than 19. He's not going to score, and he played against a much better defense in Seattle than he's facing this week. Brissett and Jefferson, I agree. Jefferson's coming back this week.
I'm going JD5, and I'm going Justin Jefferson as well. We're all unanimous on Justin Jefferson, I think.
No, we're not. Chev said Pittman.
Except for Chev, he said Pittman. I do like Pittman call as well. I think that's fine. But you got to go JD5. If they're going to bring him back, it's got to mean something, right? And I just don't trust the fact that Michael Wilson and what's the other guy's name?
Trey McBride, the dude who's scoring as the wide receiver.
Not McBride. You could
Wilson's going to get
Trey
15 targets.
and Michael Wilson if there's no third option.
Wilson's going to get 15 targets this week.
Yeah,
and
but what is
McBride's going to get probably 12 targets this week.
I mean, just because their volume doesn't mean that it's quality volume.
That's
And
right.
Just because they're scoring fantasy points doesn't mean they're going to keep scoring fantasy points. I know it's crazy.
I don't believe in the volume there. Unfortunately, I like Trey McBride as a Trey
I believe
McBride
in
play
fantasy
alone.
points.
I respect it. Hey, we could paint our nails on the result here if you'd like, sir. I'm down if you're down. So I'm going to go with Jaden Daniels, and I'm going to go with Justin Jefferson as well there. All right. Thanks again, guys, for the super chat. I believe it's Hoohames' turn, then mine. Back to answering individually. This is from Spanky. He came in early before the show started. He says, "What's up, boys? All I have to do is not lose by 65 this week, and I'm in the playoffs from starting 1-5 this year. Thanks for all your hard work and insight. Now on to the questions. 4-point TD, passing TD, start one. Knicks or Joe Burrow? Who you like here?
Joe Burrow.
Okay. Is BTJ and Benson droppable at this point? I would say no, they are not. Greg, this one
Benson probably is.
Yeah, I think Benson is.
I don't think so. I think running backs are few and far between. Save Benson.
I got a question for you then, Greg.
Is it
But okay, before you go with your questions, Sleeves, if you drop Benson and he's healthy for Week 17 against the Cincinnati Bengals,
But
there's an issue there.
I know, but here's the thing. So
That's the most advantageous matchup in
he has
football.
till Thursday to be cleared, or he's out for the season, right? If he doesn't play a game before then, so he's done, right?
Yeah. So you know for a fact this week if you need to keep him or not. So
So I
would
drop him before you know for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
it's just another week.
I mean, like, does he have to play the game before the 10th, or does he have to just be activated before the 10th?
No,
his practice
He's been practicing, so he's ready.
Right. No, he
has
hasn't
to play. He has to play in a game. Yeah.
Yeah, they stopped him. Okay, a couple things. All right. One, they have to activate him off of IR this week. They don't have to play him in a game if they plan on using him at all in 2025. The second thing is,
what's the deadline?
This
week.
Yeah,
I understand, but this week's Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, Saturday. I mean, like, it's usually Saturday when they activate guys from IR.
Okay,
so he was practicing last week, and then he stopped practicing, and then he was a limited participant, but he didn't practice at all this week from Thursday and Friday. So there's a good chance that they're just going to shut him down for the year.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Like, it just doesn't, like, the timeline doesn't make sense. Like, he's practicing, then all of a sudden, like, it's a maintenance day, then he's not practicing. So that's the reason that I said, hey, we might just, if I have to drop someone, I'm going to drop him and just let that be a poison pill on somebody else's bench if I can't just keep him on IR. Now they can rule him out on Sunday and just like have him occupying a roster spot, but they don't have, like, they just have to activate him from IR. And they could just make him like you said, he could just be out until, he could be back for week 17. But at that point, like, are you going to feel good about, even if like the matchup is that advantageous, are you saying that he's going to assume the complete workload? Because he didn't when James Conner first got hurt. So
honestly, that's incredible insight. That's incredible insight that I didn't consider and I didn't know. So thank you for breaking that down for not just the audience, but for myself as well. Definitely learned something there. Spanky Johnson asks, this is for Greg. He says, start 2, Hampton, Rodriguez, Tootin, Aaron Jones if he plays. I believe Aaron Jones is playing. He says, I dropped Jones to get Rod, but can snag him back.
Jones.
I would probably, this time you want to win. So I'm going to go upside and go with Hampton for one and Jones for the other if he's playing. If he's not playing, keep with Rod. I'm not playing Tootin because you just don't know what his workload is.
I respect it. This one is for Chev, non-PPR start 2. Okay. We'll get that after this one. Chev, start non-PPR start 2, BTJ, Godwin, Adonai, Burden, Bryant, Leaning, Godwin, and Adonai.
Non-PPR is diabolical. Okay. Let's go. Yeah, keep it simple. Go Godwin and Adonai. That's fine.
I respect it. All right, we got a super. This is from the real Mike Mills. What's up, brother? He says, what's good? Week 15, no CD, Olave, BTJ, or Mechie.
Is it just one?
I believe it's one. I think the answer here is Chris Olave. It's a fantastic matchup.
I think even if it was a bad matchup, Olave's getting the volume.
Yeah.
He's still questionable, right? Like,
he is still questionable, but from all the things that I've been reading, he's trending
70% of players that are questionable over the last 10 years have played.
Right, and he played off questionable last week. I fully expect him to play. But I do think it's Olave, and if he doesn't play, I'm
he's talking week 15 though. Olave's already in for week 14.
This guy is also gave us money. So
it's Olave versus Carolina.
If it's not Olave, say something happens and Olave can't play, how do you rank BTJ and Mechie?
Well, no, Sleeze clarified.
It's next week.
It's for next week. It's for
but if something happens to Olave this week in practice, let's rank the 3 so that he's got another choice.
Okay, so should Olave be healthy next week? He has the Carolina Panthers for the first week of the
season. And he's the guy. Well. Yeah, we all agree that.
Okay, so
but
Brian
if he's
Thomas
not
Jr.
healthy, who do you go with?
Yeah,
I'm saying BTJ.
The Jaguars would be playing the Jets, and then Mechie would be playing the Jacksonville Jaguars.
And so I say BTJ.
I'm still leaning Olave regardless, but BTJ would be my second up there in that discussion.
Of course, Chev agrees. You can see him nodding. But what about Who and Sleeze?
I mean, if it's full PPR, I'll take the targets Mechie's been getting over BTJ next week.
That's wild. That's so.
It's got to be Olave no matter what. I can't.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Olave. Yeah.
No.
Oh,
We all
But
agree.
what
that
if
it's Olave.
Olave can't play? Is what we're
What
saying.
Greg is saying is like, let's outline this. Let's go bullet point. If no Olave, then
Who?
do you go BTJ? So Hoohames went Mechie and then BTJ, correct?
Oh, I'm not starting BTJ.
Okay, so BTJ's last for all you guys. I would start BTJ, but
I would start BTJ.
I would as well. Lamont, thank you so much for watching us on X and supporting us. Thank you for supporting the dream. But please head over to the Big Draft Energy YouTube channel so we can answer your fantasy football questions. But thanks again for supporting and watching the show, brother. We generally appreciate it. Sleaze, this one's for you. Non-PPR, Kincaid, if healthy, or Kyle Pitts?
I like Kyle Pitts for a monster week this week for Seattle, especially with Drake London down.
Yeah. And the real Mike Mills, thanks again for supporting the dream, brother. Thank you so much for that, super. You didn't have to. You're very generous. And you're always in here.
Seattle's been getting crushed by the tight end.
Yeah, I agree. Hoohames, kicker, Little or McPherson? Honestly, trust Bengals offense more. Plus, I have Burrow, so I picked up McPherson.
I'm probably gonna go ahead and take Cam Little here.
Cam Little's on the Jags. Hoohames.
Yeah, I remember.
Fuck
Yeah,
with you.
for some reason yesterday I was thinking he was on the Rams. Yeah.
I want to thank you for giving this to Hoohames. I hate kicker questions.
I despise them personally. I try to avoid them like the plague. I don't like kickers. I don't like defense and special teams. I'll answer it if I have to, but I try to avoid them. All right, what's up, guys? Pick one, Watson or Cortland Sutton, half PPR. Thanks. If I'm betting on touchdown upside, especially with Reed and Golden both probable to play and trending in the upwards direction, I got to go with the guy who's been a little bit more consistent, and we've seen him flourish in the second half of the season, especially when games matter the most. Give me Cortland Sutton in a plus matchup against.
Okay, this is the one where I'm saying I want to challenge you again.
Okay, we're playing it.
Yeah, play it.
Hold up. What did you just say? I'm going to need you to stand on business.
Okay.
All right. Well, one
First
second.
of all-
Let me frame this. All right. Floor yours.
Okay. First of all, Christian Watson has been simply amazing the last few weeks. Golden may not even play if he's healthy because they're that disappointed in his performance. And Jaden Reed is not going to play hardly at all. If he does play, because he'll be on the snap count coming back. Christian Watson, I expect to get deep on Chicago. That's been their weakness on their defense, is the deep pass. I expect Watson to get deep twice, at least one score.
The only reason why it has been their weakness is because both of their starting corners have been hurt for the longest time. Jalen Johnson's back, and so is Gordon. Kyler Gordon being a fantastic boundary cornerback. So just based off of the matchup and the matchup alone, we are going to see an improvement in terms of shutting down the receivers. So it comes down to volume. And can I project Christian Watson to be a volume play? No. But what I can project is because of the same defensive backroom that has been terrible the entire season, the Las Vegas Raiders, that have been hemorrhaging fantasy football production to not just the sluts, but also the X wide receivers, averaging borderline a touchdown to the X wide receiver on a weekly basis. Give me the guy who's playing in the X wide receiver role, who has been consistent in the X wide receiver role against a defensive backroom that has been absolutely atrocious, giving up production to the X wide receiver role. Does that answer your question?
It does, but it still doesn't answer the big question.
Put me up there.
Sutton's opportunities have been going down weekly, while Christian Watson's have been going up.
Yeah,
I don't like Sutton, but I want to drop a point in.
But when we're talking about the variables of the matchups before you go, Sleaze, like what it comes down to is if the matchup's favorable for a certain position, Sean Payton's going to address it, right? This is a favorable matchup for Sutton, and it's a favorable matchup for Troy Franklin. I like them both. One of them is going to splash. Give me somebody who's going to splash. I don't think we can depend on the week in and week out production of Christian Watson like we have in the past. I think Watson's been phenomenal. I think he's been incredible. We're not taking away from what he's done, but we're also trying to project forward. And I'm not going to have the Quentin Johnston fever in this scenario and situation right now, because
You can't be comparing Christian Watson to Quentin Johnston. That's just
I am. It's like the
Eagles
biggest
gave
compare.
up 4 30-yard passes last week with Jalen Johnson and Kyler Gordon, by the way. Deep bombs. 4
Yeah.
30-yard completions. So, yeah,
Okay.
they're going to get deep on him, bro.
Okay. If that's the bet you guys are making, that's fine. I'm riding with Cortland Sutton. Anybody disagree?
No, I'm just saying. I was just going to the deep ball. With them back, they still get beat deep.
Yeah. Hey, listen, it's another week with them healthy. I'm not saying they're going to be 100%.
Yeah, they're healthier. That's
They
facts.
are healthier. It's another week for them to get right. And I think that defense is going to take the ball away a heck of a lot.
Well, it sounded like Sleaze was supporting Christian Watson.
I like Watson. Yeah.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. I like Josh Jacobs this week.
Pat Bryant looks better than Sutton.
I think so too. I think so too. I like, but
Pat
I like Troy Franklin more than Pat Bryant.
Like you can't make statements like that and expect us to move on without asking you to stand on business.
Well,
So
Pat Bryant looks great.
I mean, yeah, he looks good, but better than Sutton. It's wild. I think Sutton's playing his role. It's just the usage hasn't been there.
Sutton's been on a decline since week 3.
Yeah, that's fine. Sleaze, I appreciate you for the 5 gifted you just made up for that stupid statement. God bless you. Thank you for supporting.
I get how he does this.
I
disagree with him, and it's a stupid statement.
Sutton just doesn't look the same, man. He looks so slow.
Honestly, the matchups just haven't been there. I'm betting on Sutton over Christian Watson here. Chef, who do you prefer in that situation?
Sutton, bro.
We
gotta make it. We don't have to make it harder than it is.
I like Watson.
So
Watson.
It's like
Sutton, and us Sutton guys are dumb. I like it.
Chef, we can revisit this on Monday with a victory lap on X because I love this.
Do not tag me victory lapping, Sleaze.
Oh, I didn't even tag you on Charbonnet last week, bro.
Oh, he can tag you victory lapping because you're going to be victory lapping.
We need to order in the cart more cowbell. More cowbell. All right. Next up, who went last? That was me. Okay, so Greg, it's your turn. We got the all clear. Shout out to our guy Fly Eagles 39 with the let's go. Good to see you. Fly Eagles doesn't miss. He literally showed me that I'm his most watched YouTube channel on the entire year. So thank you so much for your support. And thank you for pushing me to watch Stranger Things Season 5. It was absolutely
hella good, right?
So good. So good. Amazing.
Is that on Netflix?
It is on Netflix.
Very good.
Yeah. When I get home, I'll have to watch it then. I haven't seen it.
Should
I start with Season 1? Should I start with Season 1 and work all the way through?
Yes. Yes,
okay,
it's worth it.
I'll do that. This one's easy. This one's easy. Michael Wilson.
Let me read it first for the people who are listening audibly. This is from Marky Mark. Shout out to you. He says start 2 wide receivers and 1 flex. Wide receiver Michael Wilson, Jacoby Myers, Luther Burden, running backs Devin Neal, and then Chris Rodriguez.
First, bring the new kids on the block back. Marky Mark's the brother, so bring them back. All right. I go Michael Wilson, who I expect to get 15 plus targets. I go Jacoby Myers, who has looked absolutely stunning since going to Jacksonville and having a quarterback that will throw to him. And at flex, I like Devin Neal. He's a running back that's getting the opportunities.
I respect it. We got a comment here from Mason Riney saying Greg is the GOAT. Shout out to Mason. We got my boy Mossy saying disco. Do I still have the disco thing here? Probably don't, but we see Mossy here.
What's up?
What's up, Mossy? It's good to see you, brother. All right, Chev, this one's for you. This is from YT Squeeze -TT. He says Pittman or I recognize this guy from your stream, Sleaze. He says Pittman or Strange in a must-win. Line up Josh Allen, King Henry, Chris Rodriguez because of bye, Rashee Rice, Jamar, Warren at tight end, Waddle, and Pittman at flex.
That's tough. Yeah, I just like I said, I think there's a chance that Strange goes 3 for 45 and a touchdown, and Pittman goes like 6 for 60 and a touchdown. It's just the volume is on Pittman's side more than likely. So I'll go Pittman.
I respect it. Sleaze, this one's for you. This is from Chester D. Robinson. You haven't had a tough question yet today, by the way. Just putting it out there. Bo Nix or Joe Burrow?
I actually like them both, but I got Burrow a little higher for the shootout potential.
Me as well. God is great. O2. Amen. God is great all the time. This one's for you, Hoohames. He says flex 2. Addison, Worthy, Luther, and Strange.
Strange and Burden.
Copy. Mason Riney says the curse lives. Adonai Mitchell or Devin Neal. Since Mason Riney's your guy here, Greg, why don't you take the chance to respond here? Which one do you want?
Full PPR. The problem with Neal is he just doesn't get a lot of receptions, but he's still going to get a lot more touches than Mitchell is. I'm going Devin Neal on the chance that he'll get a rushing touchdown.
And one thing the Todd Bowles defense definitely gives up a lot, like you could rely on it, is a lot of receiving volume to the running back as well. So I like Devin Neal's receiving yards numbers in the betting props as well. This one's for me. This is from Trone Force 8199. Thank you for tuning in. He says, I need 2 wide receivers in a flex. PPR, Nico, Olave, Devonta Smith, McLaurin, Debo. Ooh, this is a good problem to have. I think it's Nico and Olave. It's got to be the first 2. I like them a lot. I do like the idea of Terry McLaurin with JD5 back, but I need to see it to believe it first. I think Devonta Smith is due to bounce back as well. But give me Nico and Olave. I'm not going to overcomplicate it, especially this late into the season.
Well, who's your flex?
Yeah,
Which one was your flex?
My flex would be McLaurin.
Okay.
Yeah, my flex would be McLaurin.
Well, I wasn't sure if we'd go Devontae or Scary Terry.
I'm give me the guy who's
question
healthy. Give me the
yesterday.
guy who's going to be good to go. Give me Terry McLaurin. I'm trusting Terry McLaurin this week. I think he has a touchdown upside as well in a plus matchup in a high implied point total game as well. This one's for you, Chev. This is from Bilal Philby. He says, Luther Burden or Jaden Higgins at flex and Loveland or Pitts?
Definitely. Oh gosh. Yeah, I'll roll with Luther. I'm buying into those revenge narratives about how they thought that they were going to draft him in the first round, even though they have Jaden Reed, which has been dumb, but whatever. And I'll go Kyle Pitts. It's not good. That's close.
I respect that. Are you under the weather?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
You sound slightly stuffy, or maybe you're just tired. Maybe you had a bad rest. So somebody send my man a coffee. Tron 4 says, how are you guys ranking?
It was Kenneth Walker.
Oh, God bless the United States. More Cowboys.
Ask him who scored more points last week.
He won't answer that, honestly.
Okay.
Tron Force 8199. This one's for you, CC says, how are you guys ranking Jaden Daniels with his return this week? Where do you have him ranked? I have him ranked personally at QB 14 now. I bumped him up to QB 14.
Let me tell you. I'll tell you exactly.
Oh, dude, JD5 is my dark horse QB1, and I have him at QB6.
Okay, I respect that. That's a lot. You're a lot more bullish on him this week than I am.
Warren looked great last week, man.
All right, and we'll get you to answer this one as well. Defense in a must-win, Commanders or Jets?
Man, I want to say Commanders versus JJ, but give me the Jets in the cold with how bad 2 is in the cold.
Give me none of the above. I think Devon Achin's going to go wild. Who else is available, sir? This one's for you, Hoohames. He says, full PPR starters, Burrow, Sharp, Neal, Olave, or McBride, JMO, Franklin, DJ Moore, bench, Donald Rodriguez, Vidal, BTJ Higgins. I'm sure that's Jermaine Higgins and Jaden Reed. Any changes you would make here, Hoohames?
I don't think so. I think that's exactly what I would do.
Copy.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And you know Sharp scored more than Walker last week, right, Chev?
Are you talking about standard? Because only people who wake up with ball games in their mouth play standard.
PPR.
Are you
Just
gonna...
letting you know.
Okay. All right.
All right. Pull it up. I'll get
RB 29 to RB 33. I don't need to pull it up. Charbonnet got the touchdown like always. 11.9 to 10.2.
Okay. We'll get you to answer this one as well. TT FK Roach also asked this as a super, so we're going to jump over to Jared Beeson season. He says Jaden Daniels or Bo Nix this season or this week.
Looks really good.
Who crew? That's great.
It is. I'm Bo Nix slightly. I'm actually also in on Jaden Daniels. I have him at 6 or 7. I don't remember exactly.
You got Knicks higher than 6 or 7 for the week?
I have him at 6, and I have Jaden at 7, I believe.
Oh.
But I pretty much only look at main slate stuff.
Okay.
Like Jalen Hurts and those guys probably, and Mahomes probably all jump them. So it probably is closer to 10.
Then you probably would go with Daniels if you have him at 7, right?
Well, I mean, he's also on the main slate. So
okay.
So like
I heard these custom coaster sleeves. What do you think? They're the laser one. That's my dog Apollo one of my custom coasters.
It's not lasered in enough, though, huh?
It's the other ones are much better. Like I have it of all the dogs, I have it of the cat, and I have it of the rabbits as well. All right, this one's for me. Sup, fellas? Full PPR. I need a wide receiver and a flex. Okay, the options are Michael Wilson. That's your wide receiver, and Brock Bowers. That's your flex. Yeah. I win and I'm in. Yeah, you got to go with Brock Bowers. I think his upside's there. I think Swift is fine, but I'm not overreacting based off of what happened last week. Last week was an outlier. Jalen Carter wasn't right. I think he is a good starting option. I think Godwin's also in play. Do we know if Mike Evans is back? Anybody know?
He's not. He's out this week.
He's out this week. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm still answering Bowers there. I like Bowers more than all the other options, and I think Michael Wilson, the volume should be there. The Tootsie Pop. Good to see you, Rachel.
Hey, Rachel.
I'm so sorry. I missed the Friday thing. Like I haven't stopped.
He got hung over.
Me?
That's what I was told.
No.
Yep.
The only time I ever drink is at the expo, literally. All right. The Tootsies Pop says, hello, all. Need 2 out of DJ Moore, Godwin, Mechie, Vele, and Bam. I think Vele is a sneaky play this week, but this one's for you. She needs 2. Greg, who are you riding with?
It depends. If you get return yardage, Vele's definitely a start. If you don't, I'm not playing him. I'm going Bam Knight and Mechie. Otherwise, I'm staying away from Moore entirely.
I'm avoiding that entire backfield for Arizona Cardinals this week. I think for me, it's DJ Moore and Godwin, but I think Vele would be my third option, and it's like 50-50 between him and Mechie.
Vele is not the kick returner, punt returner, by the way. Greg.
He's not the kick returner, just a punt.
Neither. He's the older wide receiver they traded for.
Not Vele. I was thinking
DK. You're thinking of, right?
I was thinking DK.
Yeah.
But,
this one for Chev. This is from our guy, No Cap Mac. He says, yo, what's up, boys? Pick 2 in full PPR, 0.25 per carry scoring. Myers, Fannin, Burden, Tootin.
Jacoby Myers, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah, lock that in. And then I'll go, it's a little 0.25 action. I'll go Tootin.
Yeah.
How many carries do you think he'll get, Chev?
A bunch, especially because we just brought up the weather. And, a couple weeks ago, they split it pretty evenly between him and ETN. Last week, they just kind of abandoned the run game for a bit. I think Travis Etienne only had, 11 carries, and then, Tootin had 8. And they just didn't run the ball very effectively, but Trevor Lawrence was dealing. So I think this game, they're going to get back to the ground game. And I'd roll with Tootin, mostly because of the fact that the weather, plus they're one of the best running operations in the entire NFL. So I go Myers and Tootin.
I found the adjustments that the Tennessee Titans did defensively last week, where they stacked the box and challenged Trevor Lawrence to throw. He was dealing, especially in the slot to Jacoby and to Brendan Strange. Like my analysis of Brian Thomas Jr. prior to the season, fantastic athlete. He was absolutely phenomenal, but we should have given a little bit more credence that, like, when you look at the most successful wide receivers that Trevor Lawrence has had, it's been
the slot,
Evan Ingram, and it's been Christian Kirk, both guys who come from the slot. So that was a major oversight on my behalf.
One thing to consider on this question too is Fannin. Njoku is back, so Fannin's going to take a hit in his opportunities.
He's still in there on a lot of 12 personnel, and they play 12 personnel more than any other team I want to say in football right now.
Yeah. Second most.
Yeah. This one's for Sleaze, I believe, or Chev, you answered the last one.
Sleaze.
Yes. It's Sleaze. West Up says, flex Debo Sunday or play Hampton. I'm asking because I have the dial if Hampton is out full PPR. Hampton's playing. So, Sleaze, are you flexing Hampton or Debo?
God. I'm going Debo.
Okay. Once again, thanks again for the super chat, and thank you for supporting the dream, Jubbert. Hoohames.
I just don't know how it's going to look with Hampton on his first game back.
Yeah, it's one of those wait and see situations. Unless you're playing from behind significantly and you need the upside play, it's all ceiling, no floor.
I will throw in a little interesting tidbit though. Tre'Davious Ward knows Jacoby Myers pretty damn well over their career. By the way, I think they played like 3 times and he's done pretty well against him.
Interesting, very interesting.
Different quarterback.
Yeah, that's just good insight in general. Hoohames, DeAndre Swift or Jalen Warren? Let's assume it's PPR.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it matters. I think it's DeAndre Swift either way. I was Menunjai and Swift. I really do think that the Bears are going to run over them. I know that Greg absolutely disagrees. But
Challenge
I think
that one. Stand on that one, baby.
Oh God,
wow.
I love that he loves this. Hold up, what did you just say? I'm gonna need you to stand on business. I love this. This is why we have this. Okay, Greg, you're
Oh,
up.
this
You're
is
down to-
this is true. Jalen Warren is sharing with Kenny Gainwell, who has been very effective. That said, go look at the Packers home games all year and look at the backs that they've shut down. They shut down Jahmyr Gibbs, except he got 10 catches, so in point per reception, he scored. But I don't think he's given up 15 points to a back other than twice this year. And one of them was
Rico
Dowdle.
Dowdle rushed for 160 on him.
Yeah, Dowdle was the only one they've given up a lot to.
Which is the only one with a good offensive line like Chicago.
Yeah,
well,
I will say that's great pushback. But Hoohames, the floor is yours. Stand on business.
like we watch. I personally think that the Eagles' defense is just better than the Packers. Maybe I'm wrong there. We watched the Bears just absolutely decimate them. And I think that we're going to see the same thing. We're going to see the levels concepts. We're going to see absolute domination in the trenches on the blocking. I would not be shocked to see both Swift and Menunjai for 60 yards again. I know that nobody's done it there, as you were saying.
Yeah.
I think Ben Johnson's about to put on a clinic.
Yeah, I think that Green Bay has only given up 3 rushing touchdowns all year. I believe that's the number. I'd have to go back and check, but I think that's right.
It's supposed to be what, 16 degrees, and the super cold
but
game.
no wind, and no rain, so it's cold. Yeah,
right. But in cold games, trenches usually matter a lot, and the better, I think we're going to see domination in the trenches on the Bears' offensive line in the run game. Maybe not in the pass game, but in the run game.
Your guy, my guy.
I do want to be
Kyle Menunjai.
I want to be fair to your audience, Disco. I'm a Detroit fan. I want Green Bay to win badly. Because I need both teams to come close to Detroit. So,
I just want Detroit to miss the playoffs so I can hit that call. Chev, are you in? Because I feel like this has been a situation of conflict so far today. Are you in on the Bears returning the investment that they did last week where they ran a clinic? Do you think that they're going to return that again this week in a plus situation and run another clinic against the Green Bay defense? You agree?
You see 150 yards and a touchdown from all the running backs in Chicago? Total.
Yeah. If it's going to be a competitive game, that's how it becomes very competitive.
Because you can't trust Caleb.
Well, okay, couple things. One, Caleb, the few times that Caleb looked above average was against the Packers last year. Fourth quarter drives, last minute, last second drives. So we have to get rid of.
They didn't have Micah Parsons.
They didn't have Micah Parsons, but also Caleb's sack avoidance rate is the highest in the NFL, and he's doing that consistently every single week. So I think that I just think that there's more paths.
Romo Dunze is down too, man.
There's more paths. Yeah, now your boy Luther Burden can step up. Colston Loveland can step up. DJ Moore can step back into a real receiver role instead of being treated like Deebo Samuel 2.0. There's more paths to me for the Bears to win the game as opposed to the Packers not losing the game. And I think everybody's framing it that way. And I don't agree with that at all. What makes you feel like the Packers are playing that much better football? Because they beat the Lions twice?
They're half a game ahead of the Bears. The Bears are half a game better than the Packers right now. They've basically both played extremely well. I keep flashing back to when the Bears played Detroit. 55-22. 55-22. That defense can be beat by a passing offense. Green Bay has a passing offense. They have abundant wide receivers. They have a good quarterback. Now, Tucker Kraft being out hurts them. no doubt. The not having that dominant tight end does hurt them, but that addition of Micah Parsons is huge for that defense. It really is, because he's not just a pass rusher. He's very good at stopping the run as well. So
I'll say this. Everybody's made fantastic points, but I need to take a moment and address this. We just hit 54 people viewing us on YouTube, which is an all-time high for a live stream on YouTube exclusively. But we're not saying that to celebrate, because I am very grateful, but we only have 18 likes. So if you guys appreciate this, you guys want to support the dream, take 2 seconds to hit that little X button above your chat, click the thumbs up, smash a like for the video, then open the chat right back up, because the more likes you guys have, the more the YouTube algorithm picks it up. So thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart for supporting this, but please smash a like.
And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button.
Yes, do that.
Subscribe to the channel. Let's get these guys up some more subscriptions.
Definitely.
I have one more comment on that scenario, if you don't.
Okay.
So, like, I understand taking the Detroit game and applying it to this game. Like, it makes sense. But the Bears' offensive line didn't really turn into a dominant thing until after the bye week in Week 5.
Until the weather got cold.
And it's gotten a little colder. But, like, since Week 5, like, Ben Johnson did something. He noticed something during that bye week. And they've been a much different team, especially running the ball since then.
And he is an outstanding coach. Don't get me wrong. I love him from his days in Detroit, but he is a very good coach, too.
Agreed.
He's putting 13 personnel on the map right now, bro. Crazy.
Do you guys realize that it's not just Ben Johnson? He took Detroit's offensive line coach with him.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a great point. Hoohames, this is a Peppertoni question, a Peppertoni exclusive. That's one of your guys, but he's been one of our guys as well. He says, where's Mercedes Lewis in your rankings? If Mercedes Lewis scores a touchdown this week and it's not Evan Ingram, like, I'm going to have a serious issue because of all the best ball exposure I have in the offseason to Evan Ingram. Where's your Mercedes Lewis in your rankings? All right, let's keep this moving. Let's catch up with the chat. What's freaking popping? Big, efficient, Sleaze Gang, Pop Chev, Huya, Mains, 10-4 incoming. My man is always dominant, always bringing the energy, always bringing in the vibes. Shout out to our guy, the real Mike Mills. Adventures from the Q says, PPR, need a flex, Ladd or Jalen Warren? I think if you need the floor, it's Jalen Warren. I think if you need the ceiling, it's Ladd McConkey. I'm going to ride with Ladd McConkey regardless, because I have him ranked slightly higher than Jalen Warren in general in my overall PPR rankings this week. But I don't love the matchup this week against Philly, especially with, Justin Herbert not going to be under center doing the power run scheme. So it's going to be more read option, a couple more dink and dunks. I just don't think
Is he even playing? He's questionable right now. We don't know if he's playing.
They're leading towards him
He's
playing.
out there.
But like the entire game script is going to change for him because he can't go under center and perform that power run, which translates into those huge play action chunks where we've seen Ladd be very efficient. I think we're going to see him in a lot of gun and a lot of RPO stuff and a lot of dink and dunks.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised you went with Ladd over Jalen Warren, because that should be a shootout in Baltimore. The Baltimore-Pittsburgh game should be high scoring.
I think the Ravens' rush defense is a little bit better than a lot of people are giving them credit for. And with Roquan there, and it just seems like all things are looking bad for Pittsburgh. Mike Tomlin's fighting for his job, and he shouldn't be the person fighting for his job. I think it's the general manager and Arthur Smith who should be fighting for their jobs. TTFK Roach, thanks again for the super chat. Thank you for supporting.
So hang on. Where's that stand on business for Greg here with this shootout Steelers game here? Tell me the last time the Steelers and Ravens have had over 50 points combined in a matchup when they played each other.
Well, they used to have defenses, Sleaze. Look at their team. Look at their defenses this year. Look at both of these teams. How many points per game are these teams giving up?
But it's different when you get into the grunge AFC North battle matchup. It's a dogfight.
Why is it different?
That's why
are you telling me that? Are you telling me that
14, 28, 31, 17, 16, 18, 10, 10, 17, 13, 13, 10, 16, 13, 16, 14,
when they had
16,
defenses, but
shootouts.
Are you telling me that Lamar Jackson is not Lamar Jackson anymore?
He's not Lamar Jackson right now. No,
he's had a couple bad games.
Right.
He's had a couple bad games. Where do you have him ranked for this week?
12.
Okay, well, you have him as a starting quarterback, and
Yeah.
he certainly wasn't a starting quarterback the last 3 games.
No. But I'm just saying they haven't had a shootout game in 10 years. Like I don't think a shootout game. is coming.
They haven't had bad defenses in 10 years.
I'll
Both
say
teams.
this one thing. When I'm looking at this game, give me Derrick Henry. I love Derrick Henry. Give me him for 2
And
touchdowns.
give me Jalen Warren, too. I love him in this game.
Yeah, I think Derrick Henry's going to eat. Like, historically, if we're talking about historical data, even though it's a small sample size, Derrick Henry owns the Pittsburgh Steelers. Absolutely.
Well, the only problem with Derrick
We're
Henry,
talking about RB1 upside.
the only problem with Derrick Henry is John Harbaugh.
No, the
I mean,
only
he
problem
was eating. He was doing really well last game, and he got 11 touches.
Yeah, he had 5 touches at half. That was absolutely putrid and pathetic.
Like he dominated that first quarter, and then he didn't get a single touch in the second.
That's weird.
Right?
That's right.
Like,
That's
like
right.
what are you doing?
Yeah, so stupid.
So,
Mike, thanks again
hang
for
on.
the
I want a question for the panel. You guys think Lamar Jackson is 100% healthy right now?
No, not even close.
No,
Okay.
I don't think
I guess
any.
so.
I don't think 10% of the players in the NFL are 100% healthy right now.
Luther Burden is.
Well, he may be because he's not playing, but he's one of the 10%. He's one of the 10%. But if you look at it, most players are nicked up by this time in the season.
So is Mercedes Lewis. He's 100% healthy.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, he's 100.
Who is Mercedes
He's
Lewis?
Yeah. All right. I forgot who we're on here.
You had a super chat.
You had a super
You had a
chat up.
super chat.
I think it was one we answered earlier. Possibly.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I saw Brissett in there, and Brissett and
and
Daniels.
We responded to that. Okay. So I'll answer this one and we'll just keep it going. He says, start Lamar or Brissett. Also, start Waddle or Michael Wilson. I'm starting Lamar. I'm starting Jalen Waddle.
25 minutes, right?
Also, start Gatson, Loveland, Likely, or Hawkinson in the tight end. Give me Colston Loveland. I think he has the most advantageous matchups out of the bunch.
Okay, another stand on that. Another stand on that.
We have over 50.
Just give me the last one. I just got to get one question in.
Yeah.
You hate Tua in this game because of the weather, and you're starting Waddle over a guy that's going to get 15 to 20 targets.
I never said I hated Tua in this game.
Yes, you did.
That was Sleaze. I did.
Oh, is that Sleaze?
Yeah. No, I
hated him. No, we're talking defense
in general because I'm a diehard New England Patriots fan, but I don't hate Tua in this game. It's a plus matchup.
Tua was my sleeper of the week at quarterback. Come on now.
Yeah. New York Jets secondary is giving up a lot of fantasy production. I don't.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah. All right. This is one's for you, Greg. He says, Scary Terry Sunday or play Hampton Monday. I do have Vidal in case of Hampton's out. This is from West Up 25-3.
I think the problem is both Hampton and Vidal are going to play, and you don't know what the split is. You got to go with Scary Terry.
Good call. This one is for Chev. Burrow, CMC, JT, QJ. So CMC is on a bye. JT is playing. QJ is playing. Woody Marks, Monty, Henderson, B-Rob, Puka, Tet, Higgins. Okay, we know your lineup. Tyler Warner, Brock Bowers, 2-2, two
running back, wide receiver, tight end, flex.
Okay. Should I sit tight with my? I just had an aneurysm reading this. Should I sit tight with my team or possibly put Adonai Mitchell or Bam?
Yeah, I'd sit tight.
Okay. We'll also give you this one as well, Chev. Pick one in PPR. This is from our guy, No Cap Mac, Gatson, Waller, or Loveland.
Loveland.
From Ishizan Silva for Sleaze, he says, "Sup guys, who to flex? Algier, Carter, or Pollard, or Ingram?"
Oh my God. That's as fun as it gets. Can't be Pollard, can't be Carter. Maybe Algier finds one like he does. I mean, I guess Algier's your safe play here. Ingram could out of the slot, but I don't like it.
Good call, Sleaze.
I'm personally riding with Pollard, honestly. All right. Next one is
Titans can't run the ball for shit.
I
will go nuts if you start Pollard. Do not.
Okay, I'm starting Pollard personally in that group of guys.
Do it.
Okay. I mean, hey, let's keep it moving. Let's go rapid fire. Okay.
Cleveland.
Michael Marino says, "What's up, fellas? I have the Miami for defense waivers. Has Titans, Colts, Eagles, Vikings, Jets, Chiefs, Steelers, Saints. Who are you starting out of that bunch in defense?"
I mean, I might just pick up the Titans and play the ugly game. You get DK and punt return there as well. He's been very dynamic in that, and it should be very low scoring. I mean, the game total is 33.5.
Yeah.
This is from Wolf725. This one's for me. He says Vele, Bannon, or Chris Rodriguez, PPR last flex spot. I do have Vele as one of my sleepers this week, but I do have Bannon ranked slightly higher. Give me Bannon. But I do love Vele. This one's for Mr. Greg. He says, gentlemen, Schultz or Bannon?
Schultz for me, because Njoku's back. I don't know what the split's going to be in the receptions, in the targets.
I respect it. I still have Bannon ranked slightly higher because he just has a lot of slot usage and there's a plus matchup in the slot. No Cap Mac. This one's for Chev. He says, also, which defense do you like the most stash for Week 15? Bucks versus Falcons, Eagles versus Raiders, or Chiefs versus Chargers? Which one do you like most as a stash for Week 15?
Eagles.
Eagles. Okay, we'll get you to answer this one as well. Need to Sutton, Flowers, DJ Moore, or Higgins for the Texans?
Sutton and Flowers.
Love it. Happy Saturday, gents, from our guy Bloody Bones. This one's for you, Sleaze. Shout out to Bones. He never misses either. He says, Darren Waller or Pittman in PPR flex?
Now they're coming in hot, huh? I'll go Pittman, but I do like Waller, man. I think Waller's going to have a big game here, too.
Love it.
Actually, give me Waller, dude. Give me Waller.
Love it. Shout out to my guy, Fantasy Savvy. Shout out to my guy, Steve.
Touchdown upside higher.
One of the greatest in the business. Shout out to him. He's the kind of guy who fell in love with Stand on Business, and we've been meaning to have him on the show for the Stand on Business. I'll gladly send you listen, Steve, if you want to hop on the show right now, join the panel. I would love to have you, brother. He's one of my favorite analysts and just one of my favorite humans. Thank you for the generosity. He says, pick 4, one has to be RB, Dobbs, Watson, Corum, Mason, Rashad, QJ, Bryant. Right now, I have Watson, Dobbs, Corum, Bryant. You're the best, man. You're honestly one of the greatest people on the planet. I will agree with the guys that Watson gives you the highest upside. So I like Christian Watson there. Give me Jordan Mason. I think it's a plus matchup on the ground. I'm not playing Rashad. I'm not trusting QJ. Give me Corum. I think it's a decent matchup for him. And give me Bryant. Anybody else?
I agree with you entirely.
I mean, honestly, that's really
Yeah.
This is the week that Blake Corum outscores Kyron Williams.
Kyron also got he took a catastrophic hit last week. I did not expect him to come back, but he did. So
but
I'd love to see Corum get more touches, though. I really would.
I'd love Jarquez to get some usage.
Remember all that Jarquez Hunter hype in the season for best ball?
He says London and Garrett Wilson out. This is what I'm left with. God bless you, man. I think you have good problems because a lot of these guys are in plus matchups and plus situations, especially, everyone that we just alluded to has a plus matchup. They're all really, really good. I think you're in a good place, man. You definitely know.
I would go Pat Bryant over Jordan Mason, by the way.
And if you guys want to support our guy, Steve Fantasy Savvy, that's at the Fantasy Football Face-Off. One of the greatest people there. He's partnered up with our guy, Mike Hoff. He's partnered up with our guy, Pete Nova. Just great people in general there. Steve, just let me know right now in the chat if you want to hop in, brother, and we'll gladly have you on. All right. Which one did you say here, Sleaze? Waller. And thank you again for the super, brother. Very generous of you.
I said I like them both, but I'd take Waller for the TD upside.
Yeah, give me Pittman all day. I think you're very low on Pittman. Okay. Hoohames, start 4. This is from CKXPRS. He said start 4 wide receivers PPR. Puka, Zay, T, Terry, Jaden Higgins, or Pierce.
I'm going to go Puka, T. Higgins, Terry, and Alec Pierce.
Yeah. Okay. He says can't have to do a Saturday night. No problem, buddy. Okay.
I think it's pretty close between Pierce and Zay, but I think I'm going to lean Pierce this week.
Yeah. Give me Zay all day.
Just think about how crazy that would have sounded in September.
Yeah. And nobody argued.
I'm going for Zay with a breakout game here against
I like Zay a little bit more. I think when you're looking at both of them, they both give you similar floors.
They got a touchdown call back. He's pissed.
Give me Zay.
Now
we answered this one already, right?
Yeah. I'm just thinking again.
Now, this whole Lamar panic thing, if Likely doesn't get the ball punched out the goal line, and Zay Flowers didn't get a phantom pass conversation. Yeah, we're done with this Lamar conversation.
I agreed. If Likely had one punched out, but he also just dropped one. Yeah, that's 2 touchdowns that he should have had. I agree with you. But the fact is, when you look after the game, Where were his points? And he's not running the ball the way he did in years past.
That's
He's
the
really
biggest
not.
thing. Yeah,
And that's
starting to
a
run it
lot.
last week,
That's a
though.
big part of his game. And he's
That's where
just-
the health comes into question, right? And shout out to our guy Michael Rip. I'll never forget our first and only Stand on Business show. He alluded to like Lamar Jackson gets put in check by this Pittsburgh pass rush, but this Pittsburgh pass rush has not looked the way it's looked. I think the only thing that's going to keep Lamar in the pocket and in check this week is the lack of health in his knees. But I think he has all the tools to dice him up with Derrick Henry running rampant. The play action is going to be wide open.
I
Lamar
think
to
this is
outside.
going to be a shootout game. I think it's going to be high scoring. It depends on who the quarterback is for Pittsburgh. Now, understand, if Rodgers can't go, there's a possibility that the rookie goes because they're
Will
not
Howard?
happy with Mason Rudolph. Yeah, Will Howard may be the starter this week.
Ohio State,
I would
stand up,
love
baby.
to see it. I would love to see Will Howard.
Well,
That's
there's a
because
good
you have basketball
possibility
exposure
that if
because you're a degenerate.
Rodgers doesn't go, you see Howard because they're very unhappy with Rudolph.
Big Who.
I hear you.
Hey, I knew I found a member of my wolf pack, and then you
Yeah.
said that out loud, and it
Yeah.
was confirmed.
Yeah, I don't think there's a really high chance that he's going to be really good, but I think he could be a
Stop it.
backup for a while.
Did you
So
guys
you
just
think he
confirm
would be
that,
better than Mason Rudolph?
Yeah,
Stop it.
yeah.
There's enough physical tools there, and
Yeah,
I don't
it
think he gets
could-
enough credit for that either.
Stop
Like,
it.
they
Does
basically
anybody know
made him-
if Alabama came back or did they continue to
They
get
got
killed?
crushed.
Oh,
He can-
Alabama got built ass.
Yeah, belt to ass
Yeah.
indeed.
Well-
I forgot who we're on, but we're going back to rapid fire. We got to go back to rapid fire. So
I
I'll
think
start
it's
with
Sleaze.
Okay, Sleaze. This is from No Cap Mac. He says, I think they'll still have some time next week to activate Benson,
Gannon
but
said he
Gannon did
didn't
hint that he
know.
might not
Yeah.
get activated. That's awful. Fight solves everything. Says, I don't know if you know the exact details. I was just thinking of throwing a game for a better playoff matchup and was just curious of what avid fantasy football players thinks this practice.
You'd get thrown out of any league I commission if you did
Yep.
that.
Yeah,
If you want.
You'd never be allowed back.
yeah.
That's as bad as collusion.
I
Yeah.
agree.
I mean that. Look, man, you play the game to play the game. You don't play the game to strategize and do a bunch of bullshit. So,
Herm
pardon
Edwards,
me.
you play the game to win.
yes. So,
I mean, bottom line, anybody that was an athlete would never even consider that.
right.
The only people that consider that are the desktop athletes, the guys that never played the games, that just play fantasy. They've never played actual football. You ever played football, you would never even think about doing that.
Absolutely. That's why your kids should play sports 100%.
I agree with that too. It
Unless
teaches
it's
you a
sports.
lot of life lessons.
There's a couple athletes we could argue that about, but we don't need to go down that road.
Noted.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure not all athletes have made good
Yeah, I'm gonna go with. There's a couple that we can throw out right real quick, but it's fine.
Fantastic point. All right, back to the chat. Sleaze, this one's you. This is from William Watkins. He
Ooh.
says T. Higgins or Christian Watson half PPR.
Man, I like Christian Watson a lot this week, but I got to go for the shootout T. Higgins.
Thank
I
you.
respect it. Good call. Real Mike Mill
Christian
says
Watson's a top 12 wide receiver over the past 4 weeks, man. He's been killing it.
Touchdowns
Let me do it.
in 3 games.
The real Mike Mill says he appreciates your advice, Greg, and he's taking a shot of Hennessy for you right now, sir. He also says that insurance detail 40 watching 16 likes, step it up, y'all. Thank you, Mike. Oh, our guy Bayou Bengal FN. He says Watson makes him puke.
Hey, Bayou.
Reason alone warrants him a play. Bayou's laughing. Sutton is easily the better play over Watson, in my opinion. I agree, Bayou. Shout out to you, Bayou. We love Bayou, guys. If you're not supporting Bayou Bengal,
I'll take some gifts on that by you.
he's one of the members of the community, guys. If you guys support us, you guys got to support Bayou Bengal. He's one of the really, really good ones, okay? Keenan Dole 12. This one's for our guy Hoohames. He says, thoughts on if CeeDee Lamb plays week 15 after having 10 days off? Coach said he had a good day yesterday. What the hell does that even mean? Hoohames, any idea on what the hell that means?
I'm gonna give this to Sleaze real quick because he was waiting on a message back from somebody yesterday on something.
I was talking with the doc on Twitter. God, he's kind of an asshole, man, in person and in chat too. It's crazy. We were talking about how Tua had his fencing concussion and how he kind of had, the cerebral palsy and how CeeDee Lamb's arm was kind of dangling, sitting there. And it makes I guess he broke it down as concussion, probably 2 to 4 weeks in like a DM, but I don't know if that's official. But I mean, I don't think he's going to play in 10 days.
I think he will. And the reason I say that
Their
is because
season's on the line. He
back
could.
in the game this week. I think it's a mild concussion.
I think
would-
10 days is a lot. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Chev.
I would. The easiest way to play this is just to watch the practice report. And the minute that you see him practicing full for 2 days in a row, he's playing.
100%. Chev, now I know you played football at a very high level in America. I played it here. How many concussions do you think you had?
Probably 3.
Oh, it's a lot less than me, sir. I multiply that by close to close to 8. I had a lot. So I suffer from daily migraines. It's awful.
When I played, they didn't call them concussions. They
Right.
called them getting your bell rung.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, they were never diagnosed. And I only played high school ball, so I didn't play college.
Yeah, concussions are honestly one of the worst things that I've ever dealt with in my entire life, and the daily migraines are atrocious, especially to the last one. So if I do seem like I'm low energy, sometimes just know that the C word is attacking me. If you guys are fans of Blue Mountain State, you'll understand what the C word is. All these damn ads, y'all are popping. God bless you. The one way to mitigate it is to become a member, but I know if you're on iPhone, you cannot purchase the membership on iPhone. It'd have to be from the PC. So hopefully one of these gifts goes to you because you're always in here. You're always showing love. Thank you, The Real Mike Mills. I forgot who was
when you're done.
on. Oh, it's a puppy.
That's my daughter's dog.
Oh, it's a beautiful puppy. Gabriel Prophet,
Doggy
this one's for you, Crew. I think Knicks and the receivers in this spot is great leverage on everything. Playing RJ Harvey this week, he is going to be extremely low owned. Okay, Bloody Bone says Pitts or Kincaid. Which one do you like, Crew?
If Kincaid plays, here's the wild take for me. Kincaid's my tight end too if he plays this week.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, the Bengals production alone to the tight end has been
historically
a top 2. Yes, it's historically bad, which is why I was saying the thing about Dawson Knox earlier. If Kincaid doesn't play, he's immediately like top 10.
Yep.
Yeah.
But are we worried about the snap share though? Can he still get it done with 40%?
Yeah, he's
85 to 90.
Part of their
in worst matchups, he's been more efficient.
Takes one touchdown pass.
Yeah.
That's
Part of
all
their
it
strategy
takes.
is just to not cover the tight end.
He's their deep threat
I don't know, man.
as well.
I know the matchup's amazing.
Like he's the only one on that team that goes deep. Number one, he's against the team that can't defend the things at all. If he's healthy, and he looked pretty limited in the little video I seen today, but who knows what's actually happening in those, right? Like if you're not there,
right?
He looked like he was
prior
just
to the season. It was chronic patellar tendonitis, right, which is a major concern and had me avoiding him. But he looked good at the beginning of but patellar tendonitis is tough to come back from. All right, this one's for me. This is from Quincy Davis. Shout out to you. Thanks for tuning in, brother. He says start 1 RB, need 2 wide receivers and 2 flex. Hunt, Vidal, T. Higgins for sure, and Jacoby Myers. And if you need 1 running back, give me Kareem Hunt. He always seems to find the end zone. Between BTJ and AD Mitchell, I think Jacoby Myers is undeniable. The usage there
against the Texans
has been incredible. And then give me T. Higgins in the shootout, high implied point total. And I don't care if it's the Texans. I don't care if it's the 72 Bears or whoever was the monsters of the midway. It doesn't matter.
I'll be right back, guys.
All right, sounds good, Greg. Kareem Hunt's going to find the end zone. He always does. Adonai Mitchell just can't catch the balls consistently. Neither can Mechie. Those guys are a nightmare. Smash the like button, y'all. Appreciate you, Bayou. You back already, Greg?
Yeah, I'm ready. I just had to block the camera for a minute.
You're good. Okay. Quincy Davis.
You got to read it first. Sorry.
You're good. He says Lamar Jackson, Jaden Daniels, or Jacoby Brissett. You need to start one.
I'm going to start Brissett because I think it's the safest play. But if I need high upside, if I really need to win, I'm going with Lamar because I think he's going to be in a shootout this week.
Copy. All right, we got a super chat. We always got to prioritize those. Thank you for whoever keeps saying that in the private chat. Is that you, Crew?
Yeah.
You're the best. He says RJ Harvey or DeAndre Swift with a $2 super chat. Thank you, my friend. I'm going to say I'm riding with RJ Harvey here. It's a plus matchup on the ground. He's getting a lot more volume, a lot more usage, and he gives you that PPR upside swing. So give me RJ Harvey here. I like DeAndre Swift. I think he's a fantastic play. but RJ Harvey can squeeze into the top 10. I don't think Swift does that this week. Anybody else?
Swift is my running back bust of the week. I'm going Harvey as well.
I like that, Chev.
Yeah, Harvey's a top 10 play for me this week.
God bless. Hoohames.
I was majorly talking up Swift, but like Harvey's situation is really good this week. I like both of these plays. I probably play like Harvey for upside and Swift for the floor, in my opinion.
I love that. Sleaze.
Man, I like them both. I'm gonna go Harvey, but I want to throw a little trivia out here while we're starting talking about Dalton Kincaid. Do you know who the number one most targeted tight end is per target rate when he's on the field this season?
It's got to be Kincaid based off
Dalton
of his
Kincaid.
efficiency.
Darnell Washington.
Dalton Kincaid. Arnell.
I'm literally
Mercedes
the
Lewis.
only person on the planet with best ball exposure to Darnell Washington. Just putting that out there. That's one of my few victory laps that I have in best ball this year. Michael with the five gifted memberships. Thank you so much for supporting the dream. Thank you for helping grow the community, brother. Appreciate you so much. You're the man. Appreciate you. Thank you. All right. This one's for Chev. Full PPR, Debo or Troy Franklin?
Troy Franklin.
Okay. We'll get you to answer this one as well. This is from Chris Cheatham. He says wide receiver in flex PPR: Vele, Burden, Franklin, Chris Rodriguez, Monangai, Sharp, Strange.
I'll go need a flex and a wide receiver. So we're going to I'll flex Monangai, and wide receiver wise, I will flex Franklin.
Okay, I respect it. Sleaze, this is from Bob Hope, and we're going to go rapid fire because we need to catch up. Myers, Sutton, Egbuka, PPR, thanks. Also, Neil or Swift. This is from Bob Hope. Thank you, Bob Hope, for always tuning in and showing some support.
Egbuka and Swift.
Love that. Week 14, baby. Shout out to Cap for Life. Jawan Strange, Pitts, or Kincaid. This is from West Up 253 Pyro. That's for you, Hoohames.
Kincaid, if he plays. Yep. If he doesn't play, Strange.
Copy. This is from Ken and Dole 12. He says full PPR, 3 wide receivers, 2 running backs, 1 flex, 12 man. Dak, JT, Jacobs, Kyron, JSN, Lamb, Sutton, Ertz, Texans, Myers, bench, Watson, Godwin, Emmanuel Wilson, Corum, Waller, Reed, IR. Any advice changes? Nope, that's optimal. That's very, very optimal. I'm just looking at your other tight end option right now. Waller.
Jesus Christ.
I don't hate the idea of putting in Waller over Ertz, but I think that's the only thing that I'd switch is probably play Waller over Ertz. I have them ranked 15 and 16, Ertz slightly higher, but if you need the upside, I think Waller gives you the upside. All right, Greg, pick one, Houston defense or Cleveland defense?
Cleveland defense. The matchup's just so much better than Houston.
Yeah, Miles Garrett.
You don't have to play. Cleveland's not playing against Mahomes. That's the bottom line.
Yeah, that's a fantastic point.
Miles Garrett might set the sack record tomorrow.
There's a world where that's very, very possible. Honestly,
do you know how many games Zach Ertz has played in with JD5 this season where he hasn't scored a touchdown?
1.
0.
Okay.
Well, repeat that. Sorry, I don't know where my head was at, but repeat that, please.
I said every game JD5 and Ertz have played together this season, he scored a touchdown. Ertz.
Oh, well. All right, Pitts. Another super chat from our guy Ryan NZ7QR. He says,
Thank you, Ryan.
Thank you for supporting the dream. He says, Pitts, Jawan Johnson, Gatson, and Goddard on waivers. I have Andrews. I'm personally riding with Dallas Goddard here. What are you guys thinking?
Goddard has sucked this year. I mean, he's just been terrible.
I would
go with Jawan Johnson. Jawan Johnson's a top 10 tight end.
Absolutely.
I'm going Johnson.
Absolutely.
Jeff, any disagreements?
I'll start Andrews this week.
Okay. Sleaze.
Pitts.
3 answers. Actually, 4.
Pitts has the best matchup. Wait. Got 8 targets last week. Give me Pitts.
I blacked out Pitts. I would start Pitts if I had the option to start Pitts this week.
Okay.
Pitts is the best matchup.
Okay. So Pitts. 2 Pitts. Pitts wins. We got that one. This is the one where we left off. Okay, cool. Chev, I believe it's you. I think Nick smashes this week, even though I hate him. I respect your opinion, sir. Who's your guys' obscure sleeper who can
I like
drop
that
20
call.
this week? Mine is Vele. Jalen Naylor. I'm riding with Jalen Naylor this week. I love Jalen Naylor this week.
That's a great call.
Anybody else?
I mean, you got Jim DK.
It's not a bad call either. Anybody got it?
I don't know. Like, I think Pat Bryant could this week.
Luther Burden.
I think I'll go with Flournoy.
Oh yeah.
Luther Burden.
Sorry, it was just too easy.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good. All right, Greg, Jacoby or Jaden Daniels? This is from Madeline Alvarez. Thanks for tuning in, Madeline.
I like Love this week, and I love Jaden Daniels' rest of season, but I got to see him play, so I'm going Jacoby Brissett.
Copy. Chev, this one's for you. This is from Astro GFX. He says, yo, Waller or Strange? Yo, Astro. Strange. Okay, Sleaze, pick two. This is from Astro as well. Pick two wide receivers and one flex. Shakir Sutton, Etienne, Scary, Terry, and Brian Thomas Jr. Two wide receivers, one flex.
I'm going to go with Shakir, Scary Terry, and Etienne.
Respect it. Mr. Hoohames, he said, this is from Must Up Pill. Full PPR, pick one, wide receiver, one flex. T. Higgins, Keenan, Emeka Egbuka, Michael Wilson, and Ashton Genty.
I'm going to go Higgins and Michael Wilson.
Okay, I respect it. Rest of the season, Baltimore or Saints defense. I think the Saints have a bit of a better schedule, so I'm going to ride with the Saints, even though I hate them.
Saints have a great schedule. It's just they're not a great defense at the same time.
But, I mean, Baltimore doesn't have a fantastic schedule, and it's an okay defense that doesn't take away the ball. I think the Saints give you some sack equity, at least with Chase Young playing well.
Thank you, David.
David says, congrats on the viewership. First time here and liked and subscribed. Thank you, John. Thank you, sir. Generally appreciate that. It means the world, man. Gang, Judkins or Brees? I know they're where Sleaze gang stands. I'm riding with Brees personally here. But Hoohames, I believe it's your turn.
I'm going Judkins. Like,
we'll
take the 25 to 30 carries that they're going to give him.
Game scripts.
It may be for 52 yards, but
I want to know why you can't play them both.
Yeah, I like both the starts for sure.
Yeah. I think Brees puts up almost 150 rushing yards and finds the end zone this week. I think people are way too disrespectful, and we're giving way too much credence to Miami Dolphins defense. That isn't great. And I think Jalen Phillips may have been the issue in the run game on the defense.
He helped him trading him. It was crazy.
Since
why can't you
play Eagles' rush defense has been worse. Eagles' rush defense has been worse since acquiring him and since trading away. We've seen the rush defense for Miami actually improve. Another super says from Ryan, thank you so much. He says Bucky Irving or RJ Harvey. It's Bucky Irving for me here.
Agreed.
Yeah, I think we all agree here.
I think Harvey's a good play, though.
Yeah.
This week, I think Harvey's a good play. And if you can fit him in at flex, I'd definitely play him, but Irving over Harvey.
It's like a 60-40 that, like right there, like who gets more points? Probably like a 60-40.
Yeah. I think RJ Harvey has the better matchup, but when you pair the fact that Bucky Irving is incredibly talented, another week healthy, and he looked great last week in his return.
19 touches first week back.
Yeah, he looked great. A lot of people faded him. I did not. You recall Hoohames, you were here with me. I was very, very in on Bucky Irving. And whoever listened to starting Bucky Irving.
Great play call by Duke. Wow.
Not watching, kind of busy here. Greg, this one's for you. Brissett or Joe Burrow? This is from Chris Cheatham.
Chris, this would have been ludicrous at the beginning of the season to ask this, and it's ludicrous now. You go with Burrow. I love Brissett, and he gives you a good floor, but Burrow gives you everything.
I love that response so much. This is one's for Chev. This is from Astro. He says, start 2, Godwin, Neal, Waddle.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh. All right. Give me. Oh, wow. Okay. I have Devin Neal in my top 20. I have Godwin like wide receiver 18 this week. And I have Waddle at like wide receiver 11. Give me Godwin and Waddle.
I'm with you on that one. Fantasy Savvy. Thanks again, Steve. Generally appreciate that. All right, this is from Tim D. Good to see Tim D in here. He says, Who Crew stand up. Got to give Who games, props, good assessment of Royals on the Chiefs kept me away from drafting him in a lot of best ball. I wish it prevented me from drafting a lot of him in best ball. I wish we hung out a little bit more. Thanks, fellas. Can't hop in. Have to do Saturday night. Fab deadline is 10. Makes sense, brother. Appreciate you always showing up and showing some support and showing some love. If you guys haven't checked out the fantasy football face-off, check them out. It's great stuff. Another super from Ryan. He says Breece Hall or RJ Harvey. It's Breece Hall for me here, but it's very close. It's RB11 and RB12 for me.
It sounds like he's got these 4 guys: Irving, Harvey, Bucky, and there was one. And like he needs to start 3 of them. Is kind
I
of
am starting Breece Hall over RJ Harvey this week.
Yeah, I said Harvey.
Yeah.
Yes, I said it. I'd never like Breece Hall, but
I said Hall. My bad. I said Hall. Yeah.
Breece Hall.
Yeah.
But again, why not both?
I still want Harvey in the start, though. Yeah.
Well, so his four options. One of them's got a flex, right? So let's just break it down this way because he's donated 3 or 4 times now.
He's got Irving, Harvey, and Hall.
He's got Bucky Irving, Breece Hall, DeAndre Swift, and RJ Harvey.
Where do you get
Which
Swift
one are you
from?
sitting out of those 4?
Swift.
I'm sitting Swift.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said who goes to the bench?
I'm sitting Swift as well.
Like I'm going to order it: Irving, Hall, Harvey, then Swift.
I'm with you 100%. That's the perfect order.
Yeah.
All right.
If you're giving this one to me, you got to explain to me who that last guy is.
Got you. Okay, he's with another $2 hauler, brother.
Oh.
We'll read your posts. Please save your money. He says, "I'm so scared to start Harvey. I understand, but scared money don't make no money, sir. You got to play the guy who is in an advantageous matchup, who is very, very efficient and lightning in a bottle. Scared money don't make no money, buddy.
JK's gone. He's getting all the touches.
He's getting all the volume and all the opportunity. I'm not worried about him. It's a fantastic matchup. And it's not a short week either.
I'm not going to argue with all the touches. He doesn't get all the touches, but
he's getting the vast majority.
He's incredibly efficient with his opportunities. All right, we got Real Mike Mills with a $4.99 super chat. As always, guys, the supers always get prioritized. Thank you so much for supporting the dream. Thank you so much for your generosity and your constant friendship and
Stranger
the energy you bring here, Mike Mills.
I see that.
Says,
I love Mike Mills. Cracks me up, bro.
He says, okay, Burrow cooked, Chase Brown, Rice, CD, Stranger Things, Judkins, Breece, McPherson, TB. Thoughts?
I'm starting Stranger Things. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, it's just Stranger Things is going to be fantastic. I think you're in line to absolutely smash this week. The only person who I'm slightly concerned with is McPherson.
No, I liked Money Mac a lot this week.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It's the game environment, game script. I think could be a couple field goals.
Bengals are in must win. They're taking every point they can get. They're not going for no 4th and 4. They're not doing that shit.
You would like to think that, but historically, when we look at that fucking head coach, and his name is evading me, so sincere apologies. It's been a long day. Zach Taylor. Zach Taylor does not like to take the points when it matters, especially in games that matter.
How many field goals did Evan McPherson have last week in a must-win game?
How many 4th downs?
Well, the game script implied for it, and let's be real, the Baltimore.
How many 4th downs are they going to have with Burrow at quarterback?
Okay, so let me phrase it this way: in how many situations and how many scenarios do we anticipate that this team is going to be ahead where they can take the points? When they're ahead, Zach Taylor does not like. When they're ahead, that's when Zach Taylor takes the points. I don't think they're going to be ahead much in this game. What's up, Chef?
It's a 52.5 point over under.
Yes.
And we just came off a game where he scored 24 fantasy points.
Yes.
Like with Joe Burrow back, he's almost like
Mac.
he is a cheap, cheap version of Brandon.
I hate agreeing with Chef.
I respect it. He also says 10-4. I'm mother frickin' coming ring. Let's go, brother. He says, OG asked why Breece. That's why OG. Turn up, fellas. The energy. I love this guy. I generally love this guy. One of the greatest. Okay.
So I want to comment on the scared to start Harvey again. I might be wrong, but I believe he has 8 touchdowns on the year. Like he's near the league lead in touchdowns running back, right?
One of the most efficient running backs on the planet.
What was that stat you brought up yesterday? Hoohames is very good on my show. It was he doesn't. What is it? It's created. What did you say? Created space, created lanes is what he
like he.
Or what was it?
He doesn't actually have like great vision. If the lane's
there,
he is very, very explosive all the way through him. And like at this point, he's a one-cut runner. Like,
I agree.
The truth is, though, in the NFL, one-cut runners tend to be much more effective than dancers.
yep. Yeah.
Unless
they
they're named
Barry
Barry.
Sanders would like to argue
Unless
that.
they're named Barry.
Jameer
But Barry
Jameer
did have
was
Barry
dancing.
did have a lot of negative plays in his career.
This
Well,
this
Damian
is kind
Thomas.
of the Kenneth Walker, Zach Charbonnet argument, right? Like
Oh,
the reason
stop.
Charbonnet,
You're instigating now.
yeah, I am.
You
The
were-
reason
you were-
the reason Charbonnet keeps getting touches is
Cheers.
because Kenneth Walker does whatever.
All right. Hoohames, I'll let you take this one. Fannin, Loveland, or Helm?
I'm actually in on Fannin, although Njoku will be
God bless
back. And I just, it's
So,
going to be a lot of short thing.
Njoku
if it's
has
full
been
PPR.
back, guys. He's not coming back. He's
Yeah.
been back for 3 games. He's just
Yeah.
playing limited snaps.
Yeah. I like if it's full PPR, Fannin's going to get 6-7 receptions. Like it may be for 35 yards.
Was
but
that 6-7 on purpose?
no,
6'7",
but
6'7".
We're all adults here.
Yeah.
Hey man, I had what's his name? What was that young individual's name who came on here?
Colston Lowe. Oh no.
No,
I
it
would like
was,
to take that
it
question.
was
I had a great conversation with him at the Fantasy Football Expo. He's one of my
Hutch.
favorite content. Hutchinson Brown.
Yes.
He came on here and he kept dropping 6-7. I didn't know where it was. I felt my age. Another super from Ryan. He says, "Is Burrow a league winner?" He's not a league loser. I'll tell you that. To have somebody say, "Is this person?"
There's no such thing as a league winner.
At this point
It's
in
a
time,
team game.
I think with the game script and the situation that we see him in, especially with them in a competitive division where a couple losses for Baltimore, a couple losses for Pittsburgh, they're right in it. Their defense is going to continue to give up a lot of points, which is going to translate into a lot of fantasy production. As long as Chase Brown doesn't go back into that round 2 territory that people were drafting him in and paying off that, I think Joe Burrow should give you as much upside as a fantasy football league winner. I think with the game scripts,
Burrow will score points for you, but there is no such thing as a league winner. There's no one player that wins everything. You've
Fantasy
got to have a
football league
team.
winner,
You've
though.
got to have people around him.
I mean,
It's-
Jackson Smith and Jigba and Christian McCaffrey
League
would
winner.
disagree significantly.
Well, they can disagree all they want. If all you have is Jackson Smith and Jigba or Christian McCaffrey, you're not winning a fantasy league.
But
You
you
gotta have
are
players
increasing
around.
your chances to be a league winner. I'm playing both
Hang on,
McBride and Michael
let
Wilson
me get back
tomorrow.
into the Burrow question. You just skipped all of us.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry, I thought if you want to say something.
Yeah,
say.
Joe Burrow is a league winner if they win this week. If they don't, he is not.
Okay. Hey, that's not a bad take. Chev, you have anything you want to add on this? Apparently, I have to ask for your permission to speak now.
Well, fuck, you guys skipped over. I wanted to say something.
All right. Just say it.
So yeah,
I
Burrow's
think if
gonna
they
be
get out of
awesome.
contention, he's done. I don't think they play him.
They're not. They're not going to shut. They're not going to. Burrow's not going to let them shut him down. He's healthy and he's playing football.
And he's going to play well, but is Pat Mahomes a league winner?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Hey, how many more points is Pat Mahomes going to score this year than Jared Goff, than Matt
He's not a
Stafford,
league
than
winner.
Joe Burrow the rest of season?
I
These
mean,
guys-
based off of where he was drafted later than almost all of them, except for Matthew Stafford.
Well, my point being is that you have to have a balanced team. It's not one player that wins your league.
Yeah, but when you're getting some of the best return on investment from guys who has QB1 upside, like Patrick Mahomes, it gives you a higher chance to be in a league winner position. So I'm not saying it's cut and dry. Like, yes, he is a league winner, but having him definitely helps you. Hoohames, is Joe Burrow a league winner?
I just think the Bengals' outlook would change once their season's over.
It's kind of a like he's a good play. He's a top 5 quarterback the rest of the way, probably.
Yeah,
that's the way to put it. Like
I agree with that.
I think we're arguing the semantics, but I mean,
that's exactly like what maybe like he's top 5 the rest of the way.
Yeah, I'll buy into the league winner upside for sure. And Ryan, thank you so much for your generosity today, brother. You've been absolutely incredible. Thank you so much, man, for supporting the dream. Speaking of which, we got another super from our friend Stephen Drake's 7793 with a $4.99 super chat. Thank you for supporting the dream, my friend. Very, 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 very thankful. He says, I'm playing both McBride and Michael Wilson tomorrow. What do we feel about them? There's going to be a lot of volume and opportunity and upside there. I think it's a great play. I would like to know who your other options are, but great options there. Greg, any insight on this? Did you because like a lot of it's a faux pas.
15 targets every time that he's played without MHJ. He's gotten over 100 yards and 8 to 10 catches. Yeah, I think that, and nobody ever feels bad about starting McBride this year.
Yeah,
so,
very fair point. Chev.
I said this from the jump. Yeah, I'm playing both of them. If it's a close game, they're gonna have to rely on them to move the ball. If it's a blowout, they're going to throw the ball to them a bunch, and they're gonna get a bunch of garbage time fantasy points. So we win either way.
They ain't running much.
No,
that's right.
No, that's why I can't recommend Michael Carter or Bam Knight. What do you think, Hoohames?
I mean, it's a really good way to absolutely secure 25 targets. Start both of them.
Yeah. Sleaze?
Yeah, I agree with everybody. Must starts.
All right. Yeah. Thank you so much for the super.
I do not agree with any of these Troy Franklin questions, and I stand on business on this. Why is Troy Franklin still a thing right now? Please tell me.
Because historically, why is Justin Jefferson still a thing right now? Like Justin Jefferson
has earned it with the greatest start in 4 years of an NFL fucking player. Troy Franklin has not.
When's the last time he scored a touchdown?
A long time, but I'm just saying, why are Troy Franklin just played?
When's the last time he's given you double-digit fantasy football production?
Oh God, probably like 5 weeks.
Yeah, so here's the thing, right? Troy Franklin has been safer, right? And people like safety, especially when it matters the most.
Yeah,
let's talk through Troy Franklin's game log.
Before we do that, we have to thank Michael.
When you come off a bye, coaches usually implement the rookie that they're waiting for.
We have to thank Michael Morello for his generosity. Thank you for the 1 month membership question, Michael. Very, very generous of you. We're very grateful for you here. So, if you are watching us, if you're listening to us audibly, the question here is Troy Franklin or Jefferson. Sleaze is pissed off at all the Troy Franklin isms and why he's even still a thing. And this is why we've come here to this discussion. Now the floor is yours, Sleaze. Please go ahead.
I said, so usually when you have your rookie and you're developing throughout the year, after the bye happens, you see him start to jump the other players, and that's exactly what just happened. He just played 70% snaps to 50 for Troy Franklin. He looked better. And I don't know, and the slot snaps you can look at for the Raiders, like you're going to say, Evan Ingram played more slot snaps last week. So, I mean, why are we hyped on Troy Franklin?
All right.
One catch for a bomb is not significant, like, advice to give someone.
I'm going to play this on behalf of Chev because he just did, like, the horse thingamajig. So hold up. What did you just say? I'm going to need you to stand on business. Now, Chev, am I wrong in thinking that you disagree with Sleaze's analysis here, or did I read that really well? And
it's classic overreaction, Sleaze. I don't agree with anything that he just said, as usual. So
okay,
if we look at
great hosting job, Disco.
Yeah, if we look at both, if we look at the game logs for Troy Franklin since week 7, 10 targets, 12 fantasy points, wide receiver 26. Then in week 8. 26.9 fantasy points, wide receiver 1 on 8 targets. Then another 10 targets. That only turned into 8 fantasy points, but that's 2 out of 3 weeks with 28 fantasy points or 28 targets. Then we move on. He's got a 9 target game and a 9 target game. Now, they had Troy Franklin out there to block more last week, but if you're ignoring this stretch, of 46 targets over a 6-week span, then sure, Pat Bryant to the moon, whatever. But it's not based in any sort of reality other than wish casting that this 1 week usage is sticky. So if we take sample sizes,
that's what they talked about coming out of the bye. Just saying what the coach said.
Hey, bro, it's my turn. It's my turn. I didn't interrupt you. I'll let you get all your bullshit out. So you can let me do the same thing, please. So if you take 46 targets over a 6-game stretch, or you could take 1 week where he played 70% of the snaps and you can take that to the bank. You do whatever you want with that information. Thank you. I cede the floor to you now.
Are you
There's
satisfied
nothing-
with the
there's nothing to
pushback on the
see.
stand
He
on
just-
business there?
No, he just read me 6 weeks of fucking targets. That means nothing to me. It's great.
Okay.
Right? Oh, do you want me to do the fantasy points too? Because I thought you knew those because we're supposed to know ball, but I guess
I can see those
that's
too.
optional.
I'm looking at trend of what is happening and what is going on with the team.
What's the trend? 1 week?
One game is not a trend.
Yeah.
1 week coming out of a bye, like I said.
Coming
You
out
see
of
it
a
all
bye.
NFL
1
history.
week is not a trend.
All right, so go name me any rookie that hasn't hit the bye this week that didn't play more snaps the next fucking game. Let's go. Talk some ball with me, boys. Come on. Let's go.
Go ahead. This
Talk
is
to
your,
me.
This is your.
Let's
We're
go.
not
Come
talking about
on.
any rookie.
I don't fucking think
Please,
so. Shut the
we're
fuck
not
up.
talking
No.
about any
dumbass
rookie. We're
project.
talking
No.
about two players on the
Nonsense.
same team.
Nonsense.
okay.
I love
coach
how
says,
animated
I'm
you
gonna
guys
bring
are.
him out.
Now,
This is just great TV.
That's great.
this said, I agree that Jefferson's the better play than Franklin this week, but only because I expect Jefferson in Minnesota to torch the Commander. I keep wanting to say Redskins, the Commanders' defense because they're so bad.
Yeah.
But that
So-
said, I don't think that Pat Bryant is going to outperform.
We'll see
Troy
next week
Franklin.
how Troy Franklin looks when the game's over. We'll come back.
So let me take a moment here, guys. Let me take the reins here, okay? So I don't think the question is even remotely close for any of us on the panel. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. I don't want to make any assumptions if I am wrong here. I'm assuming we're all saying it's Justin Jefferson unequivocally ahead of Troy Franklin,
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So now the discussion point and what we are discussing and what the actual debate is it Troy Franklin? Is it Pat Bryant? And may I insert Cortland Sutton in the mix? Who do you guys have the most faith in this week? Hoohames, you've had your hand up and you've been incredibly patient. So please, the floor is yours, and we're going to give you your ISO cam as well because you're the man.
Yeah. I have a couple things to go off this. Number one, everybody kind of likes all of these wide receivers, or at least two of them, or Evan Ingram, but nobody's in on Bo Nix. That doesn't make sense to me.
I like Bo Nix. It's quarterback 7.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you and I. But the rest of the panel.
I'll say this. I think the one thing that we don't love about Bo Nix is the bad taste we had in our mouth after that short turnaround week matchup that they had against the Las Vegas Raiders. And I think the Bo stands for bipolar Nix because he's as incredibly inconsistent as any quarterback we've ever seen in football. I think that's the one reason why people don't love Nix. But based off of consensus rankings, he's up there. He's top 10, unanimously. But please carry on.
I mean, it only takes him, 12 minutes to get 36 fantasy points from that 1 week. But to me, the Troy Franklin thing, it's kind of a moot point. So the Pat Bryant is coming on either way. He had 40 yards, then 80 yards, then 40 yards.
No shit.
That's continual. With Troy Franklin still producing, the only thing that matters here is that Marvin Mims is just completely out. The other three can work.
Yeah. And I'll also throw in Evan Ingram as well.
Right.
He's also
right. And I think that it's going to hurt Evan Ingram the most if Pat Bryant and Troy Franklin are both going.
And Evan Ingram just had his best game.
This has been such a fun show. I'll say that I've really enjoyed this show a lot, guys. Thank you.
That was the best game of the year.
I don't want to pick one of those guys. I don't want to have to pick which guy of those three.
I hear you. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Michael Marino with another $5 super. He says, found Franklin is the magic word to trigger Sleaze. Tell Sleaze he's going to need to go on concussion protocol after all that head shaking.
Fucking Troy Franklin, dude. I can't wait till next week.
I love that.
Fucking Pat Bryant. What was he? 7 targets, 3 catches?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's catching less than half the balls thrown to him. Why would they keep throwing to him?
Got BTJ syndrome, man.
Wow. Why you got to throw my guy under the bus? I did nothing to you. I've done nothing but host a great show. Why you got to throw my guy under the bus?
I didn't throw you. I just threw it.
Where's your boy Travis Hunter at? Come on, man. God, be better than this.
You might have more points than BTJ on the IR for the rest of the season.
Greg's here. I'm trying not to curse. You're bringing it out of me, man. Keep me out of this. I've done nothing for
BTJ on IR.
You got popcorn lungs. I feel bad for you. I'm not trying to bring the worst out of you. Don't come to me with this nonsense. This is between you.
I thought Pat Bryant must have had a great game or something, and I went back and looked, and he had a better game before the bye than he did after the bye.
So
All right, we
the
have
interesting
several
thing,
supers to get to, but I do want to address this comment here after that phenomenal comment in super chat from Michael Norino and guys from Michael Noriello. Thank you so much for your generosity. You guys continue to bring the funds. I'm so gracious, so grateful for you guys. Thank you so much, and thank you to everybody on the panel for always bringing your A game. The show is always absolutely phenomenal. But Hoohames comment here saying achievement unlocked. Michael, I had to chuckle as the host here. So we got a couple supers that we need to address here. Ryan with another $5 holler. God bless you, brother. He says JMO had 96 yards. Are we holding him into the playoffs? Absolutely. You have to. You have to. His usage has been incredible since
is that a real
Campbell has
question?
taken over. Yeah.
Is that for real?
Well, because with ARSB coming back, he's not going to get 10 and 12 targets going forward.
He doesn't have to.
But that's right. He's got the speed and the separation that he doesn't need to. He can score from anywhere on the field. People don't realize how fast he is. This kid is tremendously fast. He is Jahmyr Gibbs fast.
There's a reason he was the first round pick.
Yeah.
So
yes.
So I dropped a tweet the other day, and it was going back to when the OC, the terrorist, whoever's playing offensive coordinator for the Lions, was like, I failed Neymar, I should get him the ball. John Morton. Yes. John Morton. Yeah. So whenever he said that, that was like week 9. So from weeks 9 to 14, there's nobody with more 20-yard receptions. There's only Devontae Adams that has more touchdowns. There's only, there's no one that has at least 20 receptions that's averaging more yards per reception. And he's the wide receiver 11 in fantasy points per game in that stretch. You can't drop JMO at this point.
No, you don't drop him. But one thing to consider is the Tesla kid. He could have scored 3 touchdowns in that game. He was wide open deep behind the defense, and Goff missed him, and there was holding on that play. And then on another play, he actually caught the ball, but he was out of bounds because Goff threw it a little bit too late. And he did catch a touchdown. If he's catching touchdowns, and let's remember, Tesla has caught a touchdown in 50% of his receptions.
Yeah, if he catches a touchdown, it's bad for every other fantasy player on the team too, not just Jameson Williams.
No, that's right. But it could limit the number of touchdowns that JMO gets, because I think going forward, Tesla is a very interesting player.
It's interesting, but he kind of slides into what Jameson Williams was doing the first half of the year, which is cardio routes and just deep down the field routes.
Because he's only getting 2 to 3
routes, baby,
a week.
Yeah. So the thing with Jameson Williams is they figured out how to get him incorporated in the offense, and to your point, he did get pushed out at the 1 on that jet sweep early in the game.
He did.
So that probably gives him another top 10 finish.
But that's another thing. He gets to run the ball, and they will throw it to him on those quick screens too. Yes. They like to get the ball in JMO's hands because of his explosiveness.
All right, let's get back to the questions. I love the sidebar. Let's get back to the questions, but first we got to talk.
JMO finishes wide receiver.
Man, they're talking Detroit. I can't help it.
I listen. I appreciate it. I love this. We have a couple supers we need to get to, but we also need to address these questions because that moment was great. Woof Woof says this is electric. LOL. Let's fucking go, fellas. Bloody Bones is quoting me saying this is good TV. It's damn good TV. We got another good super here from our friend George Troy. He says Franklin is nice, but Jettis, come on, do you trust Sean Payton? Not me. I mean, I will give you that one bit of Sean Payton hates our fantasy football teams generally.
That was Troy, kind of my point.
Yeah. George also followed up with no one cared when Cutlets was throwing to Neighbors. Did you pick Denver's 3rd round option over Neighbors? No chance. Yeah, I don't think the discussion was ever Troy Franklin or Justin Jefferson. I think it was Troy Franklin or Pat Bryant. All love Sleaze and great live tonight, fellas. Thank you so much for all of your generosity. All right, let's try to finish these rapid fire if we could, guys. I forgot who we're on, but we're on this one. Okay. Ronnie Rich says, what's Jackson Dart's fantasy value heading into the playoff? Chev, let's go with you.
Outstanding.
Yeah,
I mean,
one of the best schedules.
Yeah,
top 10 quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, probably higher than that if they're going to let him run the ball again, or if he just decides he's going to run the ball again.
I don't think they can stop him from running the ball.
Yep.
To be honest.
They could bench him to save him.
All right,
Yeah.
next one. This is from SC Brew All American. This is for Sleaze playing Bucky. Need another RB. Genty, Harvey, Hampton, or Vidal. Which one are you going with, Sleaze?
Harvey.
Excellent. This is from Wilson. Thoughts on dropping Baker for Jaden for rest of season? Can't drop Goff. What do you think, Hoohames?
Baker's about to light the world on fire.
Jaden's coming back from injury, and Baker doesn't look healthy. Like I don't think
Mike
it's crazy,
Evans,
but
Jalen McMillan. No, best schedule Bucks.
I mean the Bucks do have the best schedule, but Baker does not look healthy, and he's not looked healthy for several weeks. I think after this week, if Jaden Daniels looks good and that's still an option, I think I take Jaden.
I respect it. I'm with Sleaze, oddly enough. Chris Rodriguez or Hampton, please, God say Hampton this season has been pain. I'm not starting any running backs from the Washington Commanders, so I think Hampton has to be the answer here. I just don't trust any of them. So much generosity here from Ryan. The gifteds here. Okay, we got Spartacus. The Marine says, I'm not throwing a game, but I am not playing a defense because I don't want to drop any players and my defense is on bye. Could this be misperceived? I don't think it could be misperceived, but I also think it's unethical. But at the end of the day, if you want to set yourself up for success, I don't think you're necessarily throwing here. You said you're still projected to win by 5 points. Is
that a Gears of War cog or a Final Fantasy VII logo?
Yes, it is.
I think a lot of it depends on defensive scoring, too. If your defense doesn't score much, I'm fine with it. But if your defense can score 10 to 20 points, then you drop somebody and pick up a defense, even if it's the defense that you have.
The real Mike Mills says, I got Cook and Chase Brown. So his 3 running backs are Cook, Chase Brown, Judkins, or Brees, OG, Greg, Kellogg. So that's why he's got to pick only 2 between Brees and Judkins. It's because he has James Cook in one of the best matchups, if not the best matchup in football. And he has
Chase Brown has been hot. Yeah.
And he's in a fantastic matchup as well.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. Shaden Moody says, start 2. This one's for you, Greg. Godwin, Christian Watson, Woody Marks, or DJ Moore. You got to start 2.
It's easy for me. I'm going with Christian Watson and Woody Marks. Godwin is interesting. I'm staying away from the Bears because I do expect Chicago to get shut down this week.
Copy. We got another super chat here. God bless you. You're so generous. Another $2 from Ryan. He says, JMO versus a healthy London. I think versus a healthy London, as long as Amon-Ra St. Brown's healthy, I'm still taking Drake London here just based off of the matchup.
There's only like 2 receivers that you take over a healthy Drake London.
Yeah, and respectfully,
maybe 4 or 5.
I don't think London's going to be healthy. I don't think he's going to be healthy. Yeah, I mean, in an imaginary world, I don't think London's going to be healthy. But in an imaginary world, you can't really. Okay, we got that one. 10 and 4. I'm coming ring. Let's go. We got that. We got all that. Okay.
Hey, can I make a real quick pitch for these people? If you guys want a good championship thing, there's crownchampions.com. Check them out. They're really good. You're good people. We met them at the expo.
Yeah, we also got Brainy Ballers as well. The Brainy Ballers trophies, like you see hanging up in
That's what I thought, Spartacus.
Yeah, right there.
I haven't played Gears in a minute.
I love their rings, by the way. Crown Champions makes nice rings.
Got you. This question's for you, Greg. He says, should I flex O'Marion or
Jefferson? We just don't know what to expect from O'Marion this week, so Jefferson.
Yeah. Sleaze, we're just going through this rapid fire, so whenever this is done, that's done. If you got a jet, then by all means, you're good. Hell yeah, you good. Late season playoff hopes make a difference. Troy Franklin or Jefferson? We answered that one, Michael. 40 yards pass. Okay, achievement unlocked. Okay, Chev, Christian Watson, DK or Khalil Shakir?
Christian Watson.
Over DK Metcalf and Khalil Shakir?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I'm sorry, Sleaze says, Michael, this is electric. Let's go, fellas. Yes, sir. Hell yeah, he's on a tear. My playoffs start week 15. Nice. Defense special teams plays.
Ooh.
I have all 3 currently. Tampa Bay, Atlanta, New York Giants. Thoughts, Sleaze?
Chiefs week 16, 49ers week 15, Chiefs week 16, week 17. I'm riding the Rams at Atlanta. I think it's over.
Great advice. Yo, what's up, fellas? Favorite prop for tomorrow? I like Devon Achane over his rushing yards and James Cook over his rushing yards. Those are my 2 favorite props.
Blake Corum, 34.5. Lock.
Yeah. Anybody else got a favorite prop for?
I would bet against Devontae Adams scoring a touchdown.
Oh, that's a That's a spicy meatball.
You can't do it every week, and he's been.
I don't know, man. He's been pretty
He's
consistent.
been doing it every week. That's why I'd bet against him this week.
So does that mean you're betting on Puka Nacua scoring a touchdown?
I don't bet, but yeah, I would be because I do think they'll score.
Quinshawn Judkins.
Yeah, what about him?
Anytime touchdown.
Okay, who crew?
I'm actually on Achan longest rush.
I love that too. I love that too.
Or Judkins rush attempts, by the way.
That's another good one.
That's a great one.
That's another good one. This is good TV. Hell yeah, it is. Bo picks. Yep, Bo nicks those picks. Absolutely. More supers, more generosity. Real Mike Mill says, money being thrown like we in the strip club. I love that. That's hilarious.
Well, it's just because of my body.
Yeah.
It's the hat that brings it out.
I got Sleaze to laugh after being angry at me all day, so that's good.
I wasn't angry.
Yeah, honestly, as I said before, the pushback is what makes this show what it is, and everybody here loves everybody, so it's great. Halal says, 8-man, full PPR. Do I start Genty or Etienne or pick one up of Neil Gainwell, Bam, or Chris Rodriguez Jr.? And do I drop Troy Franklin and A.D. Mitchell for Debo? Who do you think? What's your answer here, Who Crew?
8-man.
I'm one of the few, like, I kind of like ETN. Not very many people do this week.
I do.
And,
I like
yeah,
it.
I do.
Yeah, like all the podcasts I've been listening to, they're like, oh yeah, not ETN, not this week. I'm like, why not? Like, well, I'm expecting 60 points in that game, something like that. And I don't think you drop any of those people. Like, I don't know what you want to pick up. Like, yeah, I don't drop any of those for sure.
Okay. This one's for me. Pittman or Debo in PPR. Give me Michael Pittman, man. I like Michael Pittman to absolutely smash. It's a fantastic matchup against that secondary. Daniel Jones is not going to be running the ball a heck of a lot, so I think there's touchdown upside there for Michael Pittman as well. It's Gears of War, but with an eagle, globe, and anchor in the center. I'll admit I'm not a Gears of War guy. I've never have been. My QB is Stafford. RB1 is King Henry. Tight end is McBride. Receivers are Booker, Jason Watson. That's a great flex, sir. You're sitting pretty. Chris Sacconi over on X. Please head over to the Big Draft Energy YouTube channel. Ask your question here. We'll gladly answer them. Thank you so much for supporting the dream and watching the content. But we'll be answering all questions exclusively here on the Big Draft Energy YouTube channel. Kryptonian is laughing. Look at that body. Look at that body, singing to Greg.
Yeah.
Black Mamba McGee says, sup, fellas, non-PPR. Do I flex Chris Rodriguez, Igbuka, or T. Higgins? Thanks, fellas. This one's for you, Greg.
It's going to be T. Higgins for me. Igbuka's been worthless lately, and Chris Rod is a running back in Washington. They're always worthless.
Yeah, Igbuka's made me look terrible the last couple of weeks. I literally had somebody say, I cannot start Igbuka even if the matchups are good anymore. I'm like, I don't disagree with you. I'm personally still starting Igbuka.
Over Higgins?
Yeah,
Yep,
I am.
me too.
I've asked.
No.
I was saying this yesterday with Sleaze. What do the rest of you guys think? I'm personally Godwin over Igbuka this week, just straight up.
I don't blame you. That's what I say. I don't blame you. I get it. I just got to stick to my laurels. And like your favorite content creator's favorite content creator said, I'm contractually obligated to ride with this man for the rest of the season. So that's
I think Igbuka's had one top 24 finish since week 4. One.
All right,
since
2 meals.
he got hurt.
What's up, fellas? He says, never been so grateful for at least one more Sunday of football tomorrow. We got many more. My brother. God bless you. Everything okay? That message came across weird, man. Everything okay? You doing okay? How's the health? 2 meals. You doing okay, brother? What's going on?
Yeah.
London, no QB, JMO offense. There is 50. Yeah. I mean, it's got to be JMO. Thanks again for another super. All right, guys, that's the show. Do we want to make a pick'em ticket together? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, I'm done with
Whatever
that.
you want, buddy.
Okay, I
want to go back to one question and throw out a little tidbit here. I like Gunnar Helm this week a lot.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Oh, that's who that HEALM was. I was trying to figure that out.
The pass rush of Cleveland is going to get there hectically and fast. And Cleveland, that's why they've been hemorrhaging points to the tight end because they're pass rush. And Helm is taking the spot from Chig.
All right.
Slowly, I guess you'd say. Or after the bye, you could say. Either one.
From Chris Aconi says Burrow or Lawrence, Jacoby Myers or Christian Watson. For me, it's Burrow and it's Christian Watson. Okay. Tumio says he had a stroke.
Upside, I agree with you. But if you need a floor, I think Jacoby Myers is going to get more passes. So in a PPR, I'd probably go with Myers over Watson.
Yeah, I hear you. Let's take a moment to say a prayer for our brother Tumios. He had a stroke watching last Sunday's night game. Like actual stroke, brother, or is this like a honestly? Lord, I pray that you touch this man's soul, you touch this man's heart, and you give him the blessing.
He's probably had the Patriots defense or Travion Henderson or something.
I just pray that it wasn't an actual stroke, but if you did have a stroke, brother.
Oh no, it was Broncos Commanders, the OT. That's right. Okay.
If it's an actual stroke, because I don't like to take this shit, lightly. I'm putting $100 on the pick'em. I'm feeling right based off this show. Well, God bless you, brother.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Yes, 4 of 5 TIAs, they call them. What does that
mean?
Oh,
shit.
I don't know what he said.
What does
That's
that mean?
That's got to be betting language. And
that's a mini stroke.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Well, God bless you, man. I hope the Lord lays his hand on you and he corrects you and he heals you and he fixes you, brother. Everybody who's watching, please say a prayer if you're a man of faith or a woman of faith. If you're not, then just
say a prayer anyway, because it doesn't hurt.
Yeah, well, wish good vibes on them, and God bless you, brother. I generally pray for your health because you're one of my favorites, brother. Love you, man. All right, so we're putting together a pick'em ticket here. Okay, this is how it works, guys. First and foremost, okay, when we put together these pick'em tickets, we are not liable for any losses. If you have gambling issues, please seek help, right? Because if you have gambling issues, that just means that you need to get your life in order. You need to get things sorted, so on and so forth. Please seek help. This is not final. This could lose. We are not liable for any losses. We need to put that out there. Okay, you're out, Sleaze?
Yeah, it's been a block. Gotta go. We got dinner ready.
Yep. See you, buddy.
Peace.
Okay, so he left a couple props there. Thanks, Sleaze. Appreciate you, brother.
I left my in there.
Good seeing you again, Sleaze.
We're going to make a quick pick'em ticket here, guys. And if you guys want to tail, make sure you guys use promo code DISCO to double your first deposit, dollar for dollar, up to $100. Okay, guys, dollar for dollar, up to $100 from $25. If you put 25, you'll have 50. If you put 50, you'll have 100. If you put 75, you have 50. And if you put 100, you'll have 200. Okay, we have hit, and we've hit at a really high rate. We've hit some really good tickets here. We've missed a couple, but we've hit some really fantastic ones. Like this one was nice.
Chev, did you notice that Disco was able to do multiplication? He's from Canada. I didn't think they could do math up there.
Hey, man, it might be better at math than us because they got to use the metric system. So
they might be. That's true.
Hey, man, we're really good at the tariffs. So, I mean, that's all the math that matters right now, right? God bless. Also, Drafters is available in Canada. Use promo code DISCO to double your first deposit. But, yeah, guys, we got a lot of, like this one was a banger. So we're not saying our advice is 100% all the time, but we like to hit these tickets because we love to win money for our viewers and we love to win money for ourselves. So we're going to put together a pick'em ticket based off of our analysis and our research. If you guys want to tail at your own risk. But your first bet is risk-free when you sign up on Drafters Fantasy Sports using promo code DISCO. And it's available in the vast majority of apps. That's not available in certain cities and states and provinces. You can also do the daily DFS contests, which are absolutely incredible. So we're going to do one pick from everybody. I'm going to take Sleaze's Justin Jefferson. Receiving yards, 63.5. I like that one. And I'm going to go with...
You can go. Go ahead and take it. Yeah.
Devon HN over his 17.5 longest rush. That's what we're doing. Hoohames, is there another one that you like?
It's a little. We don't know for sure if he's going to play, but Dalton Kincaid's receiving yards is at 35.5.
Okay, so we're going to ride with Kincaid, and if he doesn't play, then we're protected.
Yep.
And then Chev, what do you like here, brother?
Oh yeah, give me Quinshon Judkins over on rushing yards.
Quinshon Judkins over 81.5 rushing yards or 21.5 rush attempts or
15.5 attempts. That's safe.
over.
Yeah,
okay.
I like that.
Okay. Do I want to use my free ticket? No, we're gonna use some money here. I'll go $13.40 because I hate decimals. Okay, we're gonna put that here. So this, guys, will 10x your money. Okay, so $13.40 will turn into $134 if you guys tail this. Once again, tail at your own risk. But your first time taking this bet is risk-free if you sign up on Drafters using promo code DISCO to double your first deposit dollar for dollar. We're going to catch up with the chat, then we're going to give everybody the floor to promote their subject. He says, wow, you actually prayed for one of your listeners. No joke, I just subscribed and I'm a lifelong listener now. That was cool. Appreciate you guys. Hey, man, if you need a prayer, we got you. We got you, because like over here, we're not ashamed of our faith.
Hey, guys, we give you our Twitter handles. Follow us. We'll follow back. And what I tell people who follow me, don't just consume my content. Talk to me. You got questions, ask them. I'll always answer them.
Yes, sir. For sure. Wife is going nowhere on Sundays now, so my best guys are fucked. My friend, please keep us in the loop. You're going to be in my prayers tonight as well, man. God bless you. First time listener tonight, but I'm a lifelong listener now. Good form, gentlemen. Appreciate you, Kryptonian. Crypto, this is good people. You're good people, Bloody Bones. Love you, Bones. Yo, don't know if y'all got to me earlier. I was at work. We definitely got to you earlier, brother, but we've had like a lot of questions. I'm trying to scroll up to see if I could find
He did it again. He put it at the bottom.
He put it at the bottom. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. Pittman or Strange? I think I said Pittman. Who did you say, Chev?
I said Pittman.
I think everybody said Pittman, except
Okay.
Sleeze kind of went back and forth on it.
Yeah, lineup is Josh Allen, King Henry. Yeah, Pittman, brother. Pittman. Thanks for the positive vibes, everyone. No more dubs for me, so that sucks. Hey, man, it is what it is. As long as you're above ground, brother, every day is a blessing, right? So count your blessings and make sure you count your wife twice and make sure you count the fact that, you overcame that, and hopefully it doesn't happen again. All right, gentlemen, the time is now. The show's over. It has been an absolute marathon, but this was probably my favorite show of the year, because you guys are in peak form. You guys are ready. The anatomical adaptation, the muscle memory, it's there. The show was fantastic. Greg exercised every right for the stand on business. I think we saw more stands on businesses than we ever have in the past. So that was really fun, guys. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I'm the host with the most. This is Big Draft Energy. You guys can catch us live every Thursday and Saturday, live here exclusively on the Big Draft Energy YouTube channel. You guys can catch us on X. We just hit 10K on Twitter. So thank you guys so much for supporting us. We just hit 10K supporters. I never thought that would be a possibility, but thanks again, guys, from the bottom of my heart. And the floor is yours, Hoohames. And guys, when we take a moment here to say, please go subscribe, go support these people. Like I generally wish you guys would, because that's the kind of community we're trying to build. Everybody helps everybody. Everybody supports everybody. So Hoohames, why don't you tell the folks who you are, where you're from, what you're doing, as long as they can support you.
Yeah, I'm Hoohames. As you heard earlier, I have no problem chopping it up. Like if I have a take, like DeAndre Swift gonna smash, and another guy, I will stand on it. And when I'm wrong, I'll admit it. Like if I'm wrong, I'm fine, whatever. But yeah, I generally focus mostly on like the main slates. I do a lot of daily stuff. That's what you can find on my channel. I do a ton of best ball stuff. I'm going to do rookie scouting and everything this past year. I was okay at it. I definitely can't step up my game, but we're going to keep doing it, keep getting better.
Yes, sir. Chev, floor is yours.
Yeah, like I said earlier at the beginning of the show, man, just go follow me on Twitter X and go to the link tree and you'll find all the things there. FF Dynasty, player profiler, my original pod, 2 Guys 1 Pod. If you want more of the Chev GPT, it's all there for you. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you as always, man. You're always bringing the heat, always bringing the fire. This is why you're everybody's favorite content creator, because you're him, the guy. Greg, my mentor, my friend, my brother, this was an absolute marathon. You've been a friend of the show. You've been a friend of mine. What did you think of tonight's experience? How did you enjoy this?
I loved it. I'll be back again. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the back and forth, and I enjoy the fact that we can disagree or we can agree, and we can do it with a smile on our faces. So
Amen.
you can see on the screen if you're watching, my Twitter handle is at Gregory L. Kellogg. If you're not watching, you just heard it. Follow me. I will follow you back. And on my podcast, I always track how we do so you'll know how we're doing in the year.
Because transparency is key, guys. And once again, guys, he is the OG fantasy football guy. Like, we wouldn't be enjoying the game that we're currently enjoying on a daily basis if it wasn't for this man. So we got to give flowers when they're due. I appreciate everybody, guys. Thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for making this stream a possibility. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. You guys can catch us live tomorrow morning on Sleezebomb's stream on the Sleezbomb YouTube channel for your last minute start and sit questions. Other than that, guys, be good to each other. God bless you guys. Try to save your money these holidays. Gifts don't matter. The physical stuff doesn't matter. What matters is the memories that you create. So don't go in debt over stupid shit, because none of that matters. You can't take any of that with you. It's the memories that you could take. All right. God bless you guys. God love you guys. Time for the best outro in fantasy football. Panel, you guys were incredible today. Peace.